Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of On Point, the gaming podcast. And this week, as you can see, is the Community Blowout
Let's go,
podcast,
baby.
guys. Yo, we got all of our homies up here with us. We got a couple that are going to be joining us a little bit later. But shout out to the homies up here. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Let's go ahead and introduce our panel. We have El Mendingo, the assassin monk himself. Welcome, brother.
Let's go, baby.
Thank you for being here, man. How you doing?
Fine. How are you all doing? And thank you for having me.
Thank you
man.
for being here.
My name is a throwback joke from your last show, the mañoso part. So
why gotta be mañoso? You gotta
if you know, you know.
Things that cut me deep. You know what I'm saying?
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
That's right. I love it.
Over on the other side of the screen, you do have our boy Six Slayer. What's good, fam?
Let's go. Yes,
all
Xbox,
good.
baby.
Oh yes, have to be. Every time I'm here, I always gotta wear the hat. That's for sure.
Awesome. I love it.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
Welcome, man.
Thank
you
you.
for
Thanks
being
for having
here.
me.
Absolutely. Thank you
Then we
for
got the
being here.
homie Zodiac, who was just here last night rocking with us on our Night Quest show. He may or may not be able to respond right now because he's in the middle.
Yes, I can.
He can. Welcome, brother. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for coming back so soon.
It's been a minute.
It's been been a few hours, because we was up kind of late last night. We was going
It's
in,
been long enough.
and I enjoy those kind of conversations. I'm gonna be honest with you, just civil and nice, and Xbox rules the world. Oh, sorry, I said that out loud. My bad. But yeah, I'm glad to be. I'm glad to be here, and the whole panel is nice, and we're gonna get into these topics. That's what we're gonna do.
Absolutely. Yes, it was amazing. The conversation was freaking popping last night. We went on for over 4 hours. And it was an amazing time. We discussed a lot, even more than what we thought we were gonna get into, and it was pretty awesome. So thank you so much for rocking out with us yesterday and for being here again today.
Absolutely.
Thank
man.
you.
Absolutely.
So I'll be kind of hush for the next 30 minutes.
No worries.
That's fine, man. That's fine. And then, of course, we have the reigning champion.
Ooh.
The man who cannot be defeated.
Ooh.
The rapid fire king
Not by
himself. Avenged Ninja in
Let's go,
the
baby.
building. What's up, man?
How's it going, y'all? It's me, Avenged Ninja, aka Mr. 121 Days.
Let's go. Oh, he's coming. Check out the I put the jersey together. Check it out. Champ 4 times in a row. Just saying. We're rushing through and couldn't get the GIF in there, but check it out. Yes, that is some amazing situation you've got going on.
Doodle, you might want to put a 12 on that because I'm going to hold this title for an entire year.
Oh shit.
Look, Six Slayer sipping. He's like, go ahead.
He's like, sounds about right.
Listen, are you out here doing this? Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Listen,
He's knocking them out.
We will see what comes. But again, thank you, brother, for being here. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Oh, guys. I don't know if you guys kind of had a chance. We're going to talk about it a little bit later, but we just had we just streamed the Triple I Initiative Showcase where they showed a whole bunch of dope ass Triple I independent games, right?
Yes.
So very, very exciting time. If you guys didn't watch it, definitely go check it out a little later. It's well worth the watch. We're gonna talk about some of that actually today. We have some of the highlights for us, some of the ones that we picked out. So we'll put some up, play a couple trailers, talk about it. It'll be a good time.
But first,
the
homie,
the
one and only
Adidas 20. What's up, my man? Thank you, my brother, for being here. We appreciate you, homie. Says, oh, thank you so much for that $10 super chat, man. Says, PlayStation had a nice run. Now it's over.
All right.
Voice. I don't know what's a mustard voice.
What's the mustard voice?
That's not a real thing.
Okay? Mustard now has its own voice, huh?
Mustard is not speakable.
Maybe that's in his CMoney voice, since he calls you C Mustard. Maybe that's what he meant.
See,
Damn, are you the voice of Mustard, CMoney?
I'm definitely not. Definitely
all right.
not.
Well, listen, he's declined the title. All right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then, of course, we do have to shout out the homie Lad.
Thank
my
you
dude.
so
Thank you,
much.
brother. Number one for being here. And number two.
Number one and number one.
Listen,
Damn,
there's a bunch of
number
ones happening
ones
around here. All right. But yes, thank you so much, brother, for becoming a member of the channel.
Absolutely.
Y'all know what to do. Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Woo. Welcome back, our boy Lad, man. We appreciate you, homie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So obviously, guys, there's been a lot going on. Before we get into it, I do want to shout out the chat. Thank you all for rocking with us. Appreciate each and every one of you. We'll see you out here. Game Shark, first one in. General Spartan, what's good, fam? Ozzy fan. Eric,
got you blocked there, here. C-Money.
Oh,
there you go. Now everyone can see.
Now everybody can see. Creed Blaster 20, Xbox and Mike. I'm Breezy. What's good, fams? Sir XMen in the building.
What's up? You got a song for me today? Yo, we had a blast last night.
Don't know. Yeah, we did. Yes, last night was wild, dude. Dusty in the building. What's good, fam? Thank you for being here, man. E Ranks. What's
up, baby?
Fam? What's good? What's good?
E Ranks.
So yeah, listen, this week is it's funny because I feel like I was just about to say, like, this week has been so like heavily dominated by good Xbox news, but then I'm like, that's pretty much every week, right? Like, Xbox is always the talk of the town, right? They're the only ones making moves. They're the only ones that are doing anything exciting. The only thing you hear on the other side are crickets, right? They got nothing to talk about. They have nothing to be excited about. Every game they release on PlayStation doesn't sell, apparently, so you never
things
hear
go to die.
Anything from
they're on the hush hush. Seriously. Don't look my way.
Those are facts, man. Those are facts. So that's, again, it's been a busy week with info, but we have some cool stuff to talk about. And I think because we got the community members up here, I want to touch on a lot of the things that kind of took place. So that's why this first part here, I call it Xbox making next gen moves, baby. They're making the big moves. They're making the moves that are not only we're benefiting from right now, but it's going forward into the future, right? And this is a big deal. We know about the plans that they have going on with the next gen, what they're thinking of doing with forward compatibility. We're going to talk a little bit about that. And right now, actually Becca sent it to me. She saw it first, so I put it in because I definitely wanted to chat about it. But Xbox is updating the PC app to do exactly kind of like what we've been talking about, which is going ahead and making the PC dashboard look like the Xbox dashboard.
Damn.
So I'm gonna bring up here Tom Warren went ahead and let me just make sure I get this up on the screen. I always forget that even though I'm sharing it, I still got to put it up. So Tom Warren over at The Verge, okay, he went ahead, he wrote this article. Xbox Cloud Gaming is getting an updated interface with features you normally find on an Xbox console. And this is across the board, but when you actually see it, and I'll put it here without
Microsoft is testing
volume. But when you see here, that's the dashboard now when you go into the cloud gaming part of the on the PC, which is pretty dope because that's bringing it all together, right? That's making it where you're actually starting to get the that kind of cohesiveness with Xbox, right? Where Xbox is everywhere. Did somebody pop in? Oh,
right,
look
you
who
are.
decided
I got him in already
to join the party.
That's right.
What's up, homie?
With his mustard logo.
Goddamn mustard
Captain
logo.
Mustard.
What's up, Ryu? How you doing, buddy?
Hello, everybody. Hello, panel.
Welcome.
Welcome. I just wanted to say that yesterday, CMoney accepted his name as Sea Mustard. That's why he taunted me for today about beating Avenged Ninja. So hopefully, we'll get to buy him a Sea Mustard outfit.
No thanks.
Oh, all
No,
right, all
thank
right.
you.
Did
Okay.
So if you could put that on the chat, like to vote if we can get Sea Mustard his outfit, his Sea Mustard outfit, that would be great.
Wow. See, so we're gonna have like a coronation or
Yeah.
yes, wow. I didn't know you guys had this conversation. I didn't know we were at this level. I know you were ready for that. See,
There's levels to this.
To me.
There's levels to
There's
this.
levels to this shit.
There's levels to this.
I just
Got it.
want to say this is the champion. There are no levels. I am the only corporate champion because I'm not a mustard liker. I'm a ketchup guy.
You see? The champion has spoken.
Corporate champion for C.
Yo, listen, the champion has shut that down, right? You
Thanks.
are. I mean, what can I say?
Oh my god.
We will see.
Well, thank you, brother, for being here. Appreciate you, man. We got the homie Sappho. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Says today's podcast is sponsored by Hellman's Mustard. When you bring out the Hellmans, you bring out the best. God.
Wait, I thought they only made mayo. Mustard?
I didn't know Hellman's made mustard.
I didn't know that either, but I guess they make that too.
Is this the next evolution of what's happening?
Listen,
they went from mayo
you
to
said
mustard.
it so well too, CMoney. That sounded like a commercial right
Yeah,
there.
they do make
like,
you know how we do.
Yeah,
that's
very
pretty
smooth.
dope.
Very good delivery.
You know how we do.
Yes.
Thanks. I try. It's almost like I practice.
It's almost like it was your own commercial, you know, about the mustard. Just saying.
So Dusty says the dashboard has actually been that way. The menu options and party chat updates are what's new. Okay, so it's not that main screen, but it's the screen when you go into your party and all that stuff. You start seeing everything slide over as if you were on the Xbox. I mean, either way,
step further, baby.
It's them just moving forward with this, right?
Listen, Xbox penetrating everything they find.
Oh, well, the difference is
no Diddy though.
No Diddy.
Never Diddy. No.
But I can say something on this update right here. So with this update, with this update, what they're trying to do is make everything unified, but at the same time, they're trying to. If you look at some of the explanations that he was talking about, like Discord updates, they're trying to unify Discord and the Xbox Party at the same time. Keep reading that, and you'll see it. And that would be a good idea because Discord is like dominant on PC, and then Xbox Party is added to it. It's nice, but it doesn't touch Discord when it comes to quality. So if they can somehow get the party to work with a tone to Discord, that would be a big thing. That would be a huge thing, and that's what they need to do.
Yeah, it seems like they're adding more options to control it. It looks like you can actually mute the Discord soundboard. So I guess maybe they're just trying to give you more access and like you said, kind of bringing everything closer together. So I do think it's a great plus for them to go ahead and just again moving everything forward to start unifying the different dashboards and such.
Listen, they're taking steps forward from every freaking angle. It's amazing. I'm pretty hyped. Nothing's left behind. Phil's handling everything. As G maybe says, Phil Diddy Spencer.
Phil Diddy Spencer, indeed. Phil Diddy Spencer, indeed. So again, I mean that was a big thing for me. I saw it. I said, you know what?
This whole time, I was trying to say I don't think Diddy's should be associated with anything positive like a Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
But what I did want to talk the dashboard, what I was trying to say before I just realized I was muted this whole time. If you tried to party chat on the cloud instance before, right, it would be like the dashboard popping up like on your Xbox, but it would be in the video feed, right? Because that virtual Xbox is running the party chat. It seems now it's a part of the web interface that you're using, not in the feed. Like they separated it out, and now it's more able to connect to other things like Discord, stuff like that. And I was reading the article, as you scroll through it, they're going to give you notifications about like footage that you record to your audio OneDrive, stuff like that, and it'll give you different types of warnings if it's, you know, maybe full, stuff like that. That's something I've been looking forward to for a while. They're also on the PC. If you hold down Windows and press the G button, or if you have like an Xbox controller and you press the Xbox button, you already get a dashboard that gives you access to like the party chat for Xbox and stuff like that. But if you could have Discord right in there as well, or even this interface specifically, that would be great with the box art and everything. Oh, dude,
yeah.
I need that right now. I can tell you.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
It seems like Microsoft is just going the full PC route. So next gen, if they go all in on PC, the old games you bought from the Xbox console, from the Xbox console environment, how do they just transfer the license to next gen machines and PCs so you don't lose the game? Is that possible?
So it's for sure going to be possible, because that's exactly why I'll put it right here, but this is what Sarah Bond has in place right now, right?
They're already doing
even third party?
I'm sorry?
Even third party games?
Yeah, every single game, because every game has a license with Xbox, right? So the actual games that are already available, they're moving all of that forward because they're going to create the same environment for it, right? They're going to, just like they did for 360 and Xbox One generation games, not Xbox One, direct Xbox original, right? When they brought those forward, right? They just tricked the system into believing that it is a 360 or an original Xbox, but with the power of the new gen that allows it to, you know, do the extra stuff that they put in, right? So that's what the plan's going to be forward.
Okay, so the next gen can be a PC that's being tricked to think like an Xbox Series X, for instance.
So basically,
yeah, but I don't know if they're, when Phil was talking about this, I don't know if Phil necessarily was saying that it's going to be a quote unquote like just PC straight up. I think that it's going to have, you know, the ability to have all the stores like the PC, right? So it'll have Steam, it'll have Epic,
but they need to have those stores. They need to become a PC.
But so they're still going to cater it to the Xbox environment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's not like you're not going to load into Windows. You know what I'm saying? You're still going to load into Xbox and the thing that they created for you as far as the experience is concerned. And that's going to be all the same. They're just moving all of that forward. And, you know, specifically, that's what Sarah Bond put that team together for, right? They want to make sure every game that works now is going to work into the future. I mean, you're right. They're going to be doing something different, right? They're going to be doing something, I would say wildly different. It seems like they're going to make, again, she says it multiple times, but this is going to be the biggest technological leap that they've ever done in a console, right? So if that's the case, yeah, you know, it's possible to, you know, kind of feasible to look at it and think, all right, they're not like, how are they going to handle the old games? Because that's the problem when you go to a new gen, right? That's always been the problem, right? The new gen has a new architecture, so the old games don't just work there, right? But that's what she's putting in place, right? That's what she's moving on.
Yeah, because if I understood correctly, the next Xbox seems more like a, let's call it Legion Go 2.0 instead of Series X 2.0. You know, it's more like a PC rather than a console, which is a great thing.
Like one of these, but maybe Xbox Green and stuff like that.
That's because it runs Windows. The Xbox runs just a different version of Windows. It's always going to be PC because they make DirectX. So it was like that since the original Xbox. It's always been like a PC kernel, all of that. Like everything that they did in their Windows was always like the Xbox. The original Xbox ran that. The Xbox 360 ran it. The Xbox One started to look more like Windows 10 than anything else. And then, you know, the Xbox Series X. they all run a dumbed down version of Windows. And that's a good thing because that makes it easier to make games for it, because now you can make that system unified and release a game on the Xbox and it will still work on PC because they use the same architecture. It's not going to really change that much. And you don't want that change. You want it to stay just like that because it just makes it easier for the developers.
Yeah, hence the name Direct Xbox. That's where the name originated from, right? It was basically a Direct Xbox, and now it's just shortened to Xbox. So yeah, it's highly plausible. But this is all just assumptions. We don't know anything solid. But based on what they're saying, it's able to do. Like that's like the only conclusion you could have based on what they're offering. But there is one thing I'm gonna say. Shout out to my homie Tech, for Tech Knows Gaming. He predicted that this handheld that they're working on, or whatever, may just be a portable Series S, and in the back, it's just a slot for the SSD card that they have for the Xboxes, right? You just pull it out of your Xbox and use it on this handheld, and then, the hardware is very capable. I mean, they could do, some kind of custom BIOS, whatever, and it could run PC stuff they wanted to, but that would be like a separate mode you switch into. I don't think they want to do anything like that. They want something that's nice and integrated, and it's just the one Xbox interface and not Windows, right? So basically, they got to change the interface and stuff. But behind the scenes, whatever it needs for Windows games, whatever they're doing to run, it could work like that. But this is all theory crafting. We really don't know what they're doing, but there's so many ways to skin the cat. So we're just waiting and salivating to see exactly what it is. But the possibilities are endless. I can't wait.
There's so many ways to skin the cat.
It's an old phrase, but it really does work.
Bro.
Because I don't know what other ways there are to skin a cat, so who knows? But just saying, like, there's many ways they could do this, and we just want to see which way they're gonna do it.
That was awesome.
Sure.
Yeah, we skin ponies, not cats.
What?
We skin ponies, not cats. Facts. I mean, look, obviously, again, with them going ahead and, coming out in all the interviews that we've seen, like, Phil's coming out talking about things that, like, none of it is by mistake, right? It's all on purpose. These are all, planned out situations. So when they're talking about the game store coming in, right? Epic Games and Itch.io and, of course, Steam, but they didn't mention Steam. But like, once that idea comes into play, he's alluding to the idea of having that more of an open platform that they can allow more stores to be on, right? Like that's what he wants to have happen. But then even if you go further back and you hear how he talked about, how to essentially make the thing more PC-like, right? Where things can be upgraded over time. Obviously, our version of that is using the cloud and AI to help do that. But, he really wants to expand out as much as humanly possible. You know what I'm saying?
Without out the experience.
Exactly. But he wants to reach the people who are never going to come here, right? And try to make it a easier process to do so. So, I'm all for this, plan of action. I think that this makes
he's knocking down the barriers. That's what he's doing, and making it easy to access, and that the same approach with the handheld. I love the speech that he gave when he was talking about how, I was he said he was on a plane or something like that.
Yeah,
and I'm
like that.
Yes, and he was playing. He's like, how can I make this an authentic Xbox experience, right? Like, what is missing that I would want? And that's what he's gonna go ahead and fill in the gaps with having a handheld that it's organic to Xbox, right? Sir XMen, what is up, love? How are you today? Thank you for rocking with us, and thank you so much for that $2 super chat.
Absolutely.
He says, how many ponies are gonna buy Vampire Survivor? Interesting.
None.
That's a great question.
They don't seem to buy anything. So that's not really something that I feel bad for them. I feel bad for Vampire Survivor. They're excited to go over there. It's like,
they're excited to go, but did you bring the porn? Because if you didn't, You ain't gotta get played with. All right.
Oh my god.
You already know.
That's hilarious. Saffold says they still have an issue with third-party launchers unless they're built into the UI layer of whatever this integration is going to be. It sucks having to boot up another launcher to download. I mean, Saffold, I agree with you. I think that they're gonna have to make this a he said download a Game Pass game. Yeah, I think the whole point of what they're gonna do moving forward is they're gonna have to figure out how to make this as seamless as possible, right? Like if you're gonna introduce these stores, it has to work like you're just clicking on a store, or it's a tab, right? Like you tab over to the Xbox Game Store, tab over to the other one, something like that. They're gonna have to make it as easy as possible to use in order for it to work. If you start making it too cumbersome or crazy where it's like becomes annoying to use,
Yeah, it
then
can't be
I
a
don't think that's gonna
bulky
work.
experience. It has to be nice and smooth, nice and seamless. It has to feel comfortable. And so that's the way they got to go about it. They have to do it right. Just like you put them in order. Okay, cool. Just like the handheld. It just all has to be right. I know that, we're talking about a going a little lower in price and everything like that, but like it just has to hit. They can't miss. So we'll see. We'll see what Phil
No,
delivers.
I agree. And then listen, this is what these people do, right? Like this is their this is their jobs. They got to figure out how to make this work the best way they can for us. The one thing we know about Xbox is that they don't just put something out and then say, all right, well,
That's what you got.
That's what you got. You got to live with it.
I said what I said.
Whatever they do, they're going to put it out and then they'll refine it over time. I mean, that's just what happens now. So I mean, I'd rather that than just live with something forever that you hate.
Yeah, they'll
right?
definitely iterate and improve upon it. Like that's what they did with the 360. Like all throughout the life of the 360, it was the power of software. The hardware was already there to leverage whatever they wanted. Like you imagine all the things that the 360 eventually offered throughout its lifetime. Netflix, right? Party chats, right? That we depend on now. You see in Discord and other things. Achievements. All those things you see in other platforms. You don't have a platform that doesn't have these features. And even if they do, if they're lackluster in comparison to Xbox, it appears like they're falling off, like Nintendo often it seems like to people, right? Because they factually are as far as I'm concerned. But like it has to be smooth and very much integrated. And that's the key, right? And the only way to do that is to leverage the power of software. That's the only thing that's going to achieve it.
Facts.
I hear you, bro.
I agree.
I hear you.
Jackal6 says the games and the licensing are tied to your account based on your sub and or purchase of said product.
This is true.
So I mean, they're basically gonna have to let them all hook into each other somehow so that they could all just read what you have available. And you're probably gonna have to, in order for you to have the access to Epic or to Steam or whatever, you're probably going to have to do just like you do now when you want to link your Ubisoft account over there so they know that you have it, which is going to have to link everything to Xbox, right? So you link all those hooks into it and it just knows that it works. It knows what you have and it just allows you to use it. So the homie Avenged Ninja has been really quiet. I know he's practicing in the background, but
he's a ninja. You know what I'm saying?
We got to break his practice here. All right. So the question is, what do you feel is this scenario going to work out the way you think? Do you feel like they're going to be able to nail that kind of balance of having everything work out the way it's supposed to? What do you think?
I think they're actually going to nail it right on the head. Like, Xbox is so meticulous with how they've been doing everything. It's almost like we're watching kind of like just the start of like just like the beginnings of something very beautiful. So right now I would say they're kind of like in that caterpillar stage. They're having that cocoon around them. We're fixing to witness probably the transformation to like this beautiful butterfly that we don't even know yet.
Oh, I freaking love it.
So that's the thing. It's funny.
True.
I just see this as part of that cocoon.
They've hit a flow, you know?
Yeah.
I
They
feel
hit
like
it
it's
to
like
the
they're
beat flow,
yeah,
you
it's like
know?
they're
Like Phil got
finally
his groove and he's like, yo, that's the beat. Hit it to the beat. Hit
it
it
looks
to
like
the
they're finally getting it's like almost like their final form. Like they've been around for a long time,
Yes.
right? But it's almost like they've been around, but they've been conformed to be in a game that they didn't necessarily belong in playing this way,
You
right?
want me to give you the perfect analogy? They were like an indie studio, right? And now they're out here with that money and the freaking back end, and they're able to just express it, explode, and just smash everybody with what they've had in mind.
Yeah, even though they've been around for so long, I do feel like this is almost like a new beginning, like you said, because they are getting into the point where they're going to now be able to act in the way that Microsoft likes to act. Right, they're going big, they're going, wide, they're going ahead and they're using their resources, which is their money, their AI capability, they're doing all that stuff, and they're finally gonna wrap that all, in the cloud, all that stuff. They're finally going to go ahead and put all of that to use into the box, right? Like, the Xbox is literally gonna be everything that Microsoft does wrapped into one space,
Well,
right?
Yeah,
Satya gave
because
them
their
the
end goal is
welcome to
PC.
the family moment, you know?
Yeah, because
They
their
did, they
entire
did.
end goal is PC. They want to become a PC that you're just able to sit here and pay $500, boom, hook it up to your. It's a PC right there, without having to buy all the extra stuff. So this is just more or less them on that track to becoming their PC master race that they're wanting to become.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like they're gonna be able to do the best of both worlds because they're gonna give you all the benefits of what having a PC is, which is having access to these other stores and things of that nature. So you get to take advantage of those Steam deals and things like that, or the free games that Epic Store gives constantly. But you still get the ease of use, right? You still get the convenience of a console, right? Lower pricing, big power, and you kind of turn on your controller and it turns on the system and you're in, right? Like that's where I think where they're really going to shine, and they're finally getting to that place where they're going to be able to do that. So that's really, really dope. Sir
Oh
X-Men,
my
the
gosh,
homie.
I was just gonna click on that comment. I read it. I was
Well,
like, all right, I
because
gotta read it.
great minds
Sir
think alike.
X-Man, let's go, baby. He says,
Yes.
why does everyone forget that Microsoft is a software company and it's not hard for them to
Exactly what
integrate
I was saying
something like
before.
that?
Yep.
Yes.
It's
Go
their
ahead.
I love
wheelhouse.
that.
It's what they do every day.
Yes. He
It's on
also
the
wants
name.
us all to know that, he misses Netflix party viewing. Let's
Yeah,
hope
they
that's not
bring that back.
a porn he was.
No, that used to be
I know.
you
I'm
used to be
joking.
able to do that.
And it's on
Sabo
it's
says
on the
they need
name.
to bring back the 360 blades, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Everybody
mean,
wants to lead.
Those were dope. Those were dope. All right. So obviously, again, we know Sarah is forming that, forward compatible team to make sure everything works. We also got the news that Diablo 4 is now mostly like the most played on Xbox, right? So it's like the biggest console for Diablo 4. So we got a nice few tidbits there. But I also want to hear what you guys think about this, because we saw that Microsoft went ahead and made some big investments in Japan, with what, $2.9 billion over the course of the next 2 years, right? And then they went ahead and, conveniently, it's about cloud, AI, and everything else that's going to be a big highlight and a big focus for the Xbox console. And then come, in 2 years when the next Xbox comes out,
All right. Well,
I done smashed my shit over here. My bad. Once it comes out, right, they're gonna be able to go ahead and use that infrastructure. Now, this is what I felt. They didn't actually say Xbox here, but do you feel like it was just a figure? I just slapped it off. Yeah, it's okay. You're good. No. I just just Marcus Phoenix was sitting over there. He got slapped up.
So,
You
but he's a big
touched
boy. He could take it.
Marcus?
He could
How
take it.
could you?
He'll survive. He'll survive. He'll survive. But
6-layer was like, "Did you say Marcus? He'll be fine."
so I mean, where do you guys sit on this? Do you think I'm thinking this all up in my head, right? Am I just making this all up, or does this just randomly, conveniently line up perfectly that in 2 years in Japan they're going to be ready to go? And I even brought up the idea last night that this can also be lining up with them acquiring a publisher in Japan like Sega or Square Enix. 6-layer, why don't we start with you, man? Why don't you? What do you think? Is this all in my head, or what do you think?
I've always been of the opinion that, particularly for Sega, they don't need to buy them. They just need the relationship, and it doesn't even matter who, but particularly with Sega, right? But any of these companies, because there's always a narrative Xbox needs to buy this because Microsoft has the money. I mean, if they can, all the better, right? But I'm not always for that. It's really just about what they have. If you can get the milk for free, why buy the cow, right? But at the same time, the cow has to be healthy. You have to feed it, stuff like that. So, and the fact that you have this screenshot here is perfect, because if you see, after Satya is the president, Brad Smith, their first international office was in Tokyo, right? And so if they really want to leverage the cloud, they need to have a farm of these servers over there in Japan, and just in general, they need their down there in Southeast Asia in general, because it's very popular down there in the first place. So to be able to leverage all this stuff, you need the networking, the infrastructure to be there ahead of time, right? And it has to already work and be established. And also, like the offices there have to be ready with the staff and everything else. So if they're investing big time like this, that's a prerequisite. So in 2 years, they can be ready, because they can't be working on this stuff as the success is beginning to happen, and they're getting games and publisher support from Japan that they don't have now. Okay, once they start to get that right, they can't be working on that infrastructure at that point. It has to already be there. So they're making those moves right now to be ready in 2 years when it starts to blow up. And now they're using those servers that they paid for, already established, all kinks worked out, and they got the staff there in terms of just not only the servers, but also you got the marketing people, developer support, everything they need to be able to integrate with these publishers to get their games on their platform. So there's a lot of prerequisite work that has to be done, and this is just the beginning of it. So it's good to see.
So
it's supposed to happen.
So as far as like I know that kind of thought process of, well, Microsoft doesn't need to own them to get the benefit from them, right? I understand that, but at the same time, if you're trying to make big moves, if you're trying to cause like big change, right? A partnership is cool, but a partnership can be dissolved, right? So if you're going in and you're saying to yourself, okay, we're going to be making big moves in Japan. Look, we're going to invest all this money over there. We're going to get this AI ready. We're going to get all this stuff ready to go.
Yeah, it has to be bought.
And then you go ahead and then all of a sudden, you're thinking you got, Sega is going to be helping you through this process and really push over there. And look, we have these big games that are going to be going over there. And then something happens and they back out, or, maybe they financially are messed up, so they dissolve. Anything
or they
happen.
now get power happy. At the end of the day, listen, this is how bitches get stabbed, right? You can't turn your back on a situation. You're mine, you belong to me. Sit the fuck down. You're not going to go ahead and take a leap like this, spending this type of money on a pinky promise. So
that's what happened with Square. That's what happened with Square and Sony,
See?
They spend all this money to keep their stuff exclusive, and meanwhile Square's been burning this whole time. It never benefited them, and it's only now that they're seeing the error of their ways.
It just hurt them. But this is what I'm saying, right? So like for them to, I just feel like if they're gonna go so heavy in Japan, there has to be a game aspect to it, right? It's not just for cloud and AI, because they need to figure out how to make their gaming over there more successful. And I feel like the only way they do that is by going ahead and purchasing somebody of any real value in Japan, right?
Yes.
To be able to kind of be the spearhead of it, where it's like, look, we're Sega now in Japan, and they're the big dogs, and look at what we're doing over there. I don't know. I feel like that the money, I feel like that 2.9 bill is just like greasing the wheels. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, when we're ready, we're gonna show up. We're gonna tell you about who we purchased, and you're gonna say no problem and keep us moving, right? Like that's what I feel. Like that's
currently the rumor is Square Enix, but also part of the rumor is maybe it's not that. Maybe all this exclusivity that that Sony has enjoyed with them has come to an end, right? The leadership there is different now, so maybe they've dissolved that, and that's why I'm saying it may not be a purchase is cool because it eliminates anyone wanting to say, oh, I don't want to do this, blah blah blah. Well, then why do you agree to be purchased, right? But when Microsoft first entered Japan and they made Microsoft Japan, right, their offices over there, the president of Microsoft Japan was the CEO of ASCII Corporation, right? And that's a big company in Japan. You might know them for controllers and stuff back in the day and even now, right? But they he's the guy who started the MSX platform, which is like Japan's equivalent of the Commodore 64, right? Konami and many other game publishers. This is where they got their start, right? So Microsoft in Japan has been like this for a long time, and people don't realize. I mean, in fact, Microsoft and basically everything has been like this for a long time because you can't have anything advanced nowadays without a piece of it being some kind of Microsoft technology, right? Microsoft has given away technologies all the time. So bringing it back to gaming, yeah, I'd love for seeing them to buy, Capcom or Square or Sega, or whoever. That's great. But one example I'd like to see is not Team Ninja, but the guy who used to be in charge of that. He left and he started his own development house. I forget the name of it. But at the time, I remember a couple years ago, he was talking about, hey, I'm here, right?
Yeah.
So I would love to see that be published by Microsoft because that guy was Microsoft 10 toes down from the beginning, right? When Microsoft had no Japanese support for Xbox, he was the first name, right?
Yeah.
We got
Tomonoku or something like that.
The
guy who was like the rock star dude. Yeah, he was with the glass. Yeah,
with the sunglasses.
So the only problem,
he
did was that he made that booty ass Nintendo game, Devil's Third or some shit, and that was like the wackest shit ever. So it kind
I don't really think that was him. I think that was Tecmo and stuff because there's been other things like when they took
but that was his studio,
right?
That
but
Valhalla studio he made or whatever the hell.
Right now it's Valhalla, right? So he needed money, and I think that burned him a little bit. That's why nothing ever came of that because I'm
definitely
talking
makes him look less sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
definitely.
With Square Enix, like really,
definitely
put this out.
So we'll see. But I don't know who they could buy. Capcom used to have lots of debt problems, right? They don't as much anymore. I don't think they have any debt.
Yeah, they're good now.
They're good now. But
like
Xbox
likes them down on their luck. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy.
Like we just saw Sega have to cut more stuff, right? They had to let go of some stuff. They're on the shaky ground. We know Square Enix is, they're down bad. So this is where Microsoft, just starts walking around.
It's where they thrive. Listen, maybe they just need to trim out the fat and do this before they come into play. Who knows? The FTC situation is still taking place, so I think everything has to go a little smooth. But I do feel like a lot of people feel like you have Sega locked down, but these Persona games are getting a lot of burn, a lot of attention, and it's like strike now, because the one thing is like you didn't do it when you had the opportunity. You kind of rode along with the relationship. You should have offered me money when you're out there spending. Don't let Sega get bitter. They did say Xbox treats us better. And so don't let that get tainted.
Facts.
Andre, what is
Andre
up?
Doyle.
Thank you for
What's good,
being here
fam?
with us. And thank you
Appreciate
so
you, man.
much for that $5 super chat.
Absolutely, man. Andre Doyle says Microsoft's been leading us to an insanely powerful Xbox PC hybrid powered by Microsoft AI evolving itself. Like I said, 64 cores, 128 threads, Zen 5.
Let's go, baby.
Dude, that's what they need to do. They need to invest heavily in their CPU as well, so that they can use the AI and everything else they need to just constantly keep moving us forward. But we know that that's what they're thinking about. We know that that's exactly the plan. So I definitely feel you there. The homie Cypher Type 1 comes in.
What's up, baby? Welcome. Thank you for rocking
Thank you, my
out.
brother, for being here. Again, pretty much just lays it out exactly what I was kind of thinking in my mind with it. Is the entire damn near Xbox One launch lineup shows why Xbox needs to acquire and not simply deal. Facts. Because we had so many bangers that never saw any more sequels or anything like that, because they were partnerships, and these things, either fall apart or the partner moves on or whatever the hell happens. Like, bro, how do we not have Rise Son of Rome Part 2?
Ooh.
Come on, man. That shit was amazing. Thanks.
Now,
man.
that's a
Appreciate
developer if they were up for sale. I've been saying that for a
Crytek,
while
man.
now. Crytek. Oh, dude,
Gotta
the
get 'em.
technology that they bring in. Okay, Microsoft already has with Compulsion, not Compulsion. The guys behind Gears, right? Expertise in terms of Unreal Engine, right? And
Coalition.
now you see Coalition. Thank you, right?
Yes.
And now you see they're trying to spread that knowledge around Xbox, right? To get Crytek, right? And their engine. We already have id, right? We have see, I was about to say Compulsion again. I'm super bad with names nowadays. Coalition.
Me too.
And,
It's an age thing.
Yeah.
Start
And
forgetting
so if they
things.
had Crytek, oh
Where
man,
am I?
this Crytek engine, it's still up to date. Particularly now in recent years, they've updated it. They redid, they remastered all of the Crysis games with the ray tracing and all that. Like, so that technology is very up to snuff now. So to see a sequel to Rise from Crytek in-house at Microsoft with all the Microsoft resources at their disposal, it's a wrap. And that's just one game. Okay, after that's done with, and they could do something new. And they have the talent there, and with the Microsoft money and technology and everything else they need, it's endless what they could do. The potential is endless. And if anything, outside of Japan, I wish it were Crytek. Now within Japan, I'm liking the idea of Square, right? That would just be, I wish I had a better word than ironic, but ironic works. That's a bit of payback right there. That would just be mwah. But hey, man, if it was Sega, that'd be that's just a great fit as well. Because when the Dreamcast died, it was the original Xbox, that took on that load and carried on. A lot of Xbox gamers are refugee from Dreamcast and stuff. We moved on to Xbox, was where we laid our hats on, right? So I'd like to see that too. I think Sega would be poetic if that happened. But Square would be funny as hell. I would love to see that.
It
I would
would.
just
It
love to
would.
see
You
that.
already know how I feel.
Doodle
about
Doodle let her know. It's all about I got your bitch.
Raggedy ass hoe. You know what I'm saying? It's been worn the fuck out. It's like, all right, I took your chick moment.
That's all. That's what it is.
Hop on the whip. Let me get you some nice shoes, a little makeup. Let's clean you up.
Now,
and put you out there.
Spoonie Love,
Spoonie
our
Love,
homie,
what's up,
thank you so
baby?
much for being here, fam. Appreciate you. It says, let's not forget that Phil got the board to approve a purchase of Square right before the Activision deal. Or was it Sega? He says in another one.
It was Sega.
It was Sega.
But before then, before Bethesda, it was Square.
It was Square, right.
So basically, this is the thing. Xbox was going to acquire Square and Sega.
Yeah.
The reason that both of those fell through were because bigger opportunities came up that took precedence, right?
Yeah.
Bethesda, they had Starfield. You could not let them go.
You can't pass that up. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Phil knew he could never live in a world again where a Bethesda game skips Xbox, right? So Square Enix, sorry man, pump the brakes. We're going ahead and we're getting Bethesda. And then the same thing with Sega. It's like, well, there was no better time than what took place with Activision Blizzard, which is sad what happened, right? The things that happened led to that situation really sucked that they had to happen. But because they happened, Xbox was in a position to go ahead and, essentially rescue ABK, right? So again, they were going to get Sega, but now that happened. So all that we're seeing now, and the reason this is all kind of popping up is because Xbox already had this in the books, right? They already said we were going to spend this to get them, that we're going to spend this to get them. And as you are seeing it play out, that's why we're hearing about it. So because this is what's next. It's next.
And it's just forming into like a flow of like meant to be situation. It gets kind of what the plans get kind of blocked off with the path they're kind of supposed to take. It's a nice, beautiful situation.
You see what they're spending in Japan right now with the 2.9 bill over the next.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, a meant to be situation. I feel like this merged with the money that they're spending there. This is the time to do it rather than, an upside down situation. Please let me in. It's more of a stand your ground, go ahead and make a presence, make a name for yourself where they can't know you, right? They can't say no to you. Look the other way. G maybe says there ain't no square button on my controller. Don't need it. Get it, baby.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think also what's up, Timmy? I see you, brother.
I see you, big boy Mike.
I think the other thing I think the other thing is, and this is what we were talking about before, was that Microsoft, they're playing a different game. So these purchases is less about, I want Square Enix games, to be here, right? It's less about that. It's more about Xbox dominating different sectors of gaming and kind of being the one that owns everything, right? So, as shitty as Square games have been lately, there's one line for sure that is clear that they have Final Fantasy 14, which is one of the most, successful MMOs, right? That this is what they have. So if you can own that, again, it's not about own it and keep it, but own it in the sense that you now are the one that has it, just like you have Minecraft, just like you have Call of Duty. That's what they're building out. They're building out their massive IPs, right? Because Final Fantasy however those games have been turning out, right? Can't knock the fact that it's Final Fantasy, right? The brand of what it is doesn't mean anything today for the most part, because outside of Final Fantasy 14, they haven't found much success. But they would still own that brand name, right? And they could do anything with it. And we already heard in the interviews that they were discussing dropping the number, right? No more Final Fantasy 17 or Final Fantasy 18, none of that bullshit. Just start Final Fantasy something, making it something that is more palatable for people to want to actually try out and not feel like they're joining a TV series that has 1,000 episodes and now they're showing up at the end of it. It's like, no, I don't want to do that, right? So I just think that that's their path, right? Where they're looking just to acquire for they can have that status.
Well, they never want to be in that situation again where they feel suppressed, right? And so right now they're in a position where they can swing their junk around, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And rightfully so. I will be swinging it around too.
Well, she has spoken. That's exactly what she would do. Sir Xman says, 95% of the businesses in Japan run Windows and Office and Azure service. I mean, most of the world does that, right? I mean, that's just pretty much what it is. Doesn't change the fact that doing something special in Japan is going to be a big deal for when they bring their gaming over there. Now, I did notice the homie, where is he? Xboxer. The homie Xboxer Mike, what's up, man? Says Ponies been gathering in podcasts right now, happy because some PlayStation fanboy media site said Hellblade gonna run at 900p. God, This is the thing that I don't understand. I'm so far past this whole
Six Slayer, you're muted.
Six Slayer, you talking?
You're muted. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's what's going on. Okay, so what I was trying to say was, see, I know exactly how this started. I forget the name of the person, but I was in a Twitter space earlier where we were talking about this, like Digital Foundry, and we know what they do. But for once, they didn't mostly, right? They never said anything like that, not even remotely like that. They didn't even say 1080p, right? Which is the earlier version of this narrative that I've been hearing going around, right? But basically, I don't know what's wrong with my camera. Like it's out of focus.
Yeah, it won't focus. Yeah,
it won't focus on me. But anyway,
yeah.
So it's just another narrative that they're starting to push around, like they did. Basically, what they did to Starfield, they're trying to do with Hellblade from now, right? They're starting to take stuff from Digital Foundry or whoever and spin it into this new narrative to
they're
say
feeling threatened.
900p. Yeah, they're feeling threatened. And John Linneman and in fact the press in general, apparently they got some access to some early trailer footage or whatever, right? And they're all saying positive things about it, very positive things, even Digital Foundry, right? In fact, somebody on Twitter tried to start a narrative and he shut that down quickly. He was like, it's got the ray tracing, the lighting, nanite, all that stuff in it, right? And no, it's looking really good. But I forget in the video where exactly it was, but apparently, it's dynamic resolution, right? And it goes up and down depending on what's going on. But of course, Digital Foundry, on doing what they do, they took a scene where I guess she's charging up an attack or whatever, and there's all types of particles and alpha transparencies, which are known to drop performance on any GPU because it takes a lot of work to do those kinds of effects, right? And that's the point when he chooses, to do a pixel count, right? But even then, it wasn't any of the numbers that you've seen these ponies say, right? It's all concerted effort once again to put a bunch of crap on the name of this game before it's even out, right?
And that's why it's such a big deal to not go ahead and give into the bullshit of making it 60 frames per second and compromise other things. This is living proof of that situation. This is what they would do. This is what they will go ahead and try to do to trash the freaking game. We already know the pony tendencies and the way that they handle things. And this is the problem.
100%. 100%. And especially when you obviously they don't even know what to do with themselves right now because they have never, ever, ever had a game that looked this good coming to their system. Just has never happened, right? So right now, they're all flustered. They're all upset. Look, Lieutenant Shu, what's up, player? Thank you for being here. Says
what's up, baby? Welcome.
And Marlin are already running their mouth about 964p. The weirdos are desperate. Even they know PlayStation 5 sucks.
They're desperate. They're desperate for attention. They want to see how they can go ahead and do the same crap that they try to do, like Six Slayer said to Starfield. Listen, I brought this up yesterday. How do you play 400 hours of a freaking game and at the 401th be like, oh, well, you know what? This is not my cup of tea. I just realized that I hate this shit. Like, come on. These ponies are crazy. You can't give into their narrative. The game is stunning. We are so excited for it. And, the work that they've put into it, this is the first for a new gen freaking game that's real next gen. So I'm excited.
Absolutely.
Applying the same logic, the next version of Hellblade 2 will run on Switch because it's 900p.
I mean, if you have that same logic, exactly. But that's the thing. Like it's clearly
because the PlayStation
not, right?
the PlayStation Pro is too big for 900p.
Oh yes, it's so 8K. Powerful.
It's just not. It's not realistic.
One of the first games they had, Returnal, right, was 1080p upscaled to 4K, and at the time the narrative was, "Oh, that's fine." It's the same with frame rates, right? Everybody's all worried about frame rates, but it's the same people who claim they're not PC gamers, they're console gamers. They don't want any of that complexity and stuff. But now you want to talk technical stuff that you claim you don't care about, right? It's on Xbox and PlayStation side. But the PlayStation dudes will, of course, start narratives that we already know it's false. And Valrune, what's his name? I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names now, man. It is an H thing.
It's all right, man. We're all there.
Kai Spy, which I think is a Starfield reference. He cleared it up. He was saying, yep, right, because the resolution, because in fact, on Digital Foundry, they mentioned certain resolutions based on the aspect ratio of your screen, right? And the lowest number was an ultra wide. Oftentimes, these ultra wides are only like 1440p and not true 4K, which is 2160p, right? That's like the 720p equivalent of 4K, right? That's basically what 1440p is, right? And so it's a lower resolution, but it's wider, and depending if it was a cutscene or something, it might shrink into ultra widescreen, because sometimes they do that for cinematic effect, and thus would be a lower resolution. And he was just mentioning it, but of course, Digital Foundry has been at this for so long. They drop little nuggets for for fanboys to pick up and then start narratives with, and that's what's going on once again. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah,
it's just misinformation, and they're already like what it was 1260 something p or 1296p, and then it was 1080p, and then 964p, and I've seen as low as 720p. Like every time I hear the rumor, it's a lower number, right? Like by the end of the night, it even be 540. But it's
gonna be at one.
Yeah, it'll be 480p, and it'll be 360p, and the textures are super blurry and bad, and the ray tracing is broken. They will make up whatever lies they can.
They're correct out. They're correct out.
Yeah, very correct.
I love how the people that are not gonna get the game, the freaking ponies, are not gonna have access to it or are gonna get to enjoy it, are the loudest people about it, and the ones that kind of
misleading.
People let them run with their narrative. Like, stop giving that shit light. It's a bunch of jealous freaking ponies out there wishing that these games would go on their platform. And when they realize that it's not, they find a way to knock it. It's crazy. I don't want your games while they're coming to my platform. Got it. Except that they don't.
It's bullshit,
so keep
guys.
crying.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Let me get the homie Ryu Art. What are you feeling about all this 900p, 962p, 9 whatever p's? It seems like they're very interested in peeing. What do you feel about the scenario with Hellblade?
Well, obviously it's bullshit, but I mean, when you see the game running on real time, you can obviously tell, like, it's either 4K or upscaled, right? Or 4K. So all this narrative is just gonna go away the day that the game comes out, and then they're not gonna. It's just not gonna be Hellblade 2. It's gonna be other games that they're gonna be trying to do that to the same. So I mean, as long as we don't give in to the narrative,
Listen, like I say, another day, another moron.
Exactly.
Another day, another moron.
But you know what? I'm not really worried about the ponies, because the pony narratives are really stupid. They're like J-Dove and all these other ones. They're easily proven wrong. Like me who doesn't even have a channel or anything can easily prove them wrong, in the comments or whatever. But it's the pony bots. These are the ones running around to every podcast, like, oh, there's doom and gloom, Hellblade is dying, whatever,
Let's
so
cry together, guys.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So don't give in to the narratives, rather listen to somebody who actually plays the game and things like that.
Agreed.
But yeah,
100%. What about you, Avenged Ninja? What do you feel? Think MBG and Marlon are so right, and we should all panic and throw our Xboxes out the windows and set them on fire
and cry about it and quit our jobs because PlayStation is releasing no games, so there's no reason to make money.
Nah, I think we should just sit there and Xbox is dead. Oh my god! Even though Xbox is like sitting here and literally doing everything PlayStation's not doing. Like,
facts.
Like, how much more proof do you idiots need?
True.
Is
Doesn't make any sense.
PlayStation sitting here celebrating a massive success of a new series that just launched? I don't think so. Is PlayStation having some of the best looking games ever made? Zero for two.
So.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The proof is in the pudding.
And like, if you want another W for Xbox, look at the Fallout TV show, sitting at a 92 right now on Rotten Tomatoes. That is one of the highest rated video game like shows, movies right now, second to only Last of Us. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
Why they hurt too? Is that why they're hurt too? The show's killing it. Everything's killing it.
The shows are getting knocked too, not just their games.
They thought they had this prestige place, and now all of a sudden it's not the same.
Like even look at Halo Season 2. Halo Season 2 is widely regarded as like massive success now. Halo Infinite's on the verge of crossing 30-something million players. We're probably going to get a new Halo this year because those rumors are going out of control now. And everything you're looking now in terms of Xbox is nothing but we just keep getting and getting and getting. Facts. It is like, if I compare it, it's like the chocolate waterfall at Golden Corral. Continuously get something from it. But you can also mix and match.
Damn. Yo, your words are running deep today, Avenged Ninja. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, man.
Chocolate fountain.
Listen,
all over that.
Listen, it's clear that these ponies are in desperation mode. It's sad. You know, they have a supposed PlayStation 5 Pro that's supposed to be coming out to the end of this year sometime, even though nothing has been officially announced. But like, where's the talk about that? Why are they not excited about that?
Because they don't have games. So why in the hell are they getting another freaking box? For what?
Exactly. But like, why? But in their mind, that's not true, right? In their mind, they have so many reasons to love PlayStation and why they're over there.
They're running out of reasons, baby.
So, but that's
narrative
the point, right?
Is gone. It has gone to shit.
So why not just sit there and think about the things that you supposedly got? And the reason is because you ain't got it, right? So they sit here and they're crying about this game. If you know, this was one of the games that they also were hoping that they were port begging for, right?
Oh, for sure.
That they were hoping were coming to PlayStation, right?
They were crying about.
So are they done now? Now we can officially stop the port begging because
they don't want it.
They don't want it now.
It's not good enough.
Answer your question.
Oh no, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. They're gonna port back everything. It started with Starfield because remember when we first heard about that game, it was rumored that it was gonna be a PlayStation exclusive, right? And as soon as the word came out that Microsoft was buying ZeniMax, all of a sudden they were hitting on that game the same day. And I predicted it because I went looking for it and I found it like maybe an hour and a half after the announcement, right? I remember thinking to myself, I bet you the PlayStation ponies are going to shit all over Starfield now. And I went looking for it and it didn't take me long to find it. It's predictable at this point.
Yo, you already know the cycle that they go through.
Yeah, just let it go. It's not even worth arguing with them.
Fucking clowns, bro. This is the world we live in with these clowns. It's crazy. Alex, what's going on, man? What do you think? Do you think we're doomed because the game's going to look horrible at 900p?
From all this, I just have one question. How the fuck do we pass from Insomniac looking at the other side of the road and saying, this is the benchmark to achieve, to it's 900p, it sucks?
You can't make this shit up, bro.
You can't. They're freaking wilding.
So the company that's pushing PlayStation since the beginning of this generation is looking at the other side of the road, and they told the ponies and the pony bots, we cannot compete. And all of the sudden, the game runs on Switch. Okay.
See, there are levels to this shit,
There's
Alex. You
levels
gotta
to
break
this
it
shit, bro.
down.
There's
Just
levels to
The
this
show
shit.
them
the
how idiotic.
levels are going down. You know, there's no levels. There's levels.
There's Legos.
It's
Oh
not
my
there's
God.
levels. There's levels.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, that's it doesn't make any sense to me, and it's crazy that this is the way these people are. Zodiac, what are you thinking, man? Do you think this is the end of days?
Yup, it's the end. Everybody's gonna die. I'm sorry. No. I don't think it's the end of the days. I think it's more of like it's the end of the days for the ponies. That's what it is. And you know what? You had your reign. I'm gonna say it just like what Dirt was saying. They was kicking our legs in all gen, and now you're about to get your legs kicked in. Except they did it a little bit differently. They didn't do this is how we share games. They said, watch us change the game.
Facts. That's 100% what they did, man. And that's the beauty of this, right? Like this is what I'm talking about, where Microsoft is finally going to be able to do what Microsoft does, right? They were so trapped in the console war bullshit of, you know, how many consoles are out there, and they sold more consoles than we did, so now we're failures and they're successes. Nah, man. Microsoft said, fuck that. We got the money, we decide the rules, and they're making their own shit up. And honestly, immediately, like it's crazy that we gave Jim Ryan so much shit. I honestly feel like we should be apologizing to Jim Ryan for all the disbelief, all those times we called him lying, flying Ryan. He wasn't lying on some of the things that are the most important. Okay. When he looked at them and said, if Microsoft buys ABK and gets Call of Duty, we will never recover. Look at what's happened.
And why? Because they are not enough. They don't buy games.
Enough.
I won't say they're not enough. I will say they're like the Blockbuster. They don't want to move on, and the world's going to move on without them. Keep going at the rate you're going. You're going to get moved. You're going to get sucked into a black hole. All right, keep going.
Listen, they're not enough. It's true. They're not enough. They're not enough to go ahead and make any type of change. They're not enough to go ahead and buy the freaking games. Their bullshit and their tantrums, they're not enough, right? Saying that PlayStation is great, but you don't support PlayStation, that's not enough. And so they are not enough. All right, Ponies, let that resonate. It is sad and pathetic, the fact that instead of kind of taking your losses and understanding your place, right? You had to wait till last moment, till you were dragged through the dirt, all right? Till you were freaking arms broken, legs broken, out there looking stupid. All you have to hang on to are the boxes out there. That's all that's left. That's your entire narrative. And the hope that maybe, possibly someday, Phil might change his mind and give you some games, you poor, pathetic beggars. Shame on you.
Yo, it's fun because you said you do electrical work, right? Zodiac. So
yep,
like PlayStation is like you went and taught some like, yo, you guys got some exposed wiring over here that looks pretty bad, and something's probably gonna happen soon, and everything's gonna be on fire. And they're like, yeah, no doubt. But we're cool. We're gonna keep going. And it's like they kept going until the shit happened, and now they're on fire, and they're like, oh, you know what? Now we should try to get it fixed. And it's like, motherfucker, you're too late, right? Like it's too late to change the wiring when it's already done, right? And that's where they are right now. They needed to make this shift years ago in a way that would actually make sense, but instead they went full dumbass and said, you know what, we got to get into live service games. Well, fucking make 52 of them. You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
Let's see if we
Yo,
can make
how did I recognize that shit right away? I was like, they are desperate. How do you go from none to like saying you're gonna make 12? Like that was such like it was not balanced. Like
it makes
go
no
regroup,
sense.
take a breath, and then figure out what you're going to do. Listen, their tactics were lazy. Let's be honest. That's the situation. And guess what happens to lazy people? Instead of working hard, they go ahead and they try to knock the people that are working hard. So they went ahead and instead of focusing on what they can do to be better, to do better, to do right by their consumers, to provide them with a variety of games, they went ahead and they kept trying to pay off the media and try to knock Xbox. How about you level the fuck up? How about you be better? And now you don't know what the hell to do because you put yourself in a fucking corner. That's what happens when you're lazy.
I would say not just lazy. I would say more of like amateur hour.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
that's what I
was doing this shit for a very long time, and they had a PlayStation that was fun. They were providing games, and they said, you know where we suck the most money out of people? You know how we get the consumers? By giving them this. This is where we get the most money back. So they hung on to that shit, and they got lazy. That's all they did. That's all they kept feeding, and that was their default.
Yeah. And it's sad. The last time I was on here, we were talking about Spider-Man, the announcement, or we had just seen the trailer of the canceled multiplayer, right? And everyone's reaction was the same. It didn't matter what Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo. It didn't matter. It was what we all had, and they just, for whatever reason, but the fact that they even had to make that decision because they made other poor decisions in the past that led them to have to make a bad decision they probably didn't want to have to make, right? So there's a little bit of me that believes that Jim Ryan was not fired, he left, or there was some kind of drama happening because he had to be telling them like, we can't do this forever. But I really think the ABK thing was just like the
I think the ABK deal, what happened was, Jim, if you let this happen, this is on you. You are out. That's why he was desperate out there looking crazy. Like he was off his
he knew he was gone anyway.
He didn't care.
He didn't care.
Hair was looking crazier than ever when that ABK deal was taking place.
Yeah, and then like a month or so later, when we hadn't seen him after he was gone for like a month or so, and then they brought him back for some paper or whatever it was, right? And he looked like he'd been on a bender. Like he'd been drinking and crack and whores, God knows what. Like he looked terrible. And I was just like, and then not too long after that, we'd seen that footage of the Spider-Man. It's just like, how much more wasn't leaked out that we don't know about, or has it been, filtered through all the leaks that to come to our attention about wild stuff that was happening, bad decisions that were made that led to this. The timeline isn't even complete, right? About stuff that happened in the past that led to where they are now. Like, a lot of it isn't just, it's complete ineptitude. How they get this far? Like, you have to be really bad at your job to suck this hard when you were at the top, and people still lie and make excuses. Your fans lie and make excuses for you, but you can't sell them anything. They won't buy any of your stuff, but they'll sit there and lie for you all day. It's insane how that's even possible.
The way that they got to the top was sneaky. They were trying to keep games from the other platform. And the moment that wallet popped up, they could not figure it out because they do not have the money to fight back on the moves that Phil was out there making. Listen, having $1 versus having $1,000 is a big difference, right? Come on, you cannot go ahead and get the same shit that from the dollar menu than you do when you are packing dough.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the same.
Doodle, you brought up a good point that PlayStation corrupted the media. They bought the media. When they started denying codes for if the media said anything back to them or talked about their mistakes, that's when they started corrupting the media. And a lot of people don't want PlayStation to go away. I do, because that's one thing that they need to learn their lesson. They can't be doing this shit and getting away with it.
Yep.
Facts.
I don't-
100%,
I agree with
bro.
you, bro.
I don't think we
100%.
want them to go away. I get what you're saying, but you want them to be humbled. And I want
Yeah, humbled
Microsoft to
big
No,
time.
humble
I
their
want
ass.
them dead.
No, because if they die, then Microsoft dies with them. We don't want that.
Right, because they need competition to keep them honest, right?
Do
Yes.
they though? Do they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen,
they
you know
do.
what?
Everything.
Well,
Let me
they
ask
also
you a
run the risk
question.
of
Let
being a
me ask you a
monopoly
question.
too,
Hold
so
on.
we don't
Hold
want
on.
that.
Let me ask you a question. Who's their competition in Windows?
Mac.
I guess y'all all shut the fuck up with that narrative because it's bullshit. If PlayStation is dead, you know who's going to regulate them? The same people that they only have the power to regulate them, which is the government. So they'll do exactly what they're doing, and they'll just own
And
more
they're gonna
shit.
keep on doing what they're doing because guess what? I'm gonna tell you right now. How is PlayStation out here competing in any way? Yes, Sarah's going to put together a team, right, to go ahead and make sure that these games look as best as they can on the next platform. Come on, man. This is something that people felt entitled to, but they don't sit there and think, what will PlayStation do, right? PlayStation will screw the living shit out of us and make us buy the goddamn games again. No, your investment is being taken care of no matter when that investment was made. And so don't tell me that they're not going to level up because they don't have anybody to compete with. They keep themselves in check. And this is the way they wanted to run shit. And PlayStation was out there doing shady business, and they went ahead. And even with this money, they're still trying to do it right.
Listen, PlayStation's not going to go away, but it's not because anything other than the fact that, you know, there's still cachet to that name. There's still going to be plenty of people who don't give a shit about anything. Listen, there's people who buy Xboxes over PlayStation, right? Before, when there was no games on Xbox,
Yep.
some people just prefer what they fucking prefer. So no, the one thing that will always, unless one of the console manufacturers either offers both or does a flip, is the controller. There are genuinely people who hate the other controller like I do. I can't stand the PlayStation controller. I think it sucks donkey dick. Okay. I don't want to play my games there unless I absolutely have to. And even then, I try to find like those controllers that, you know, you can use the other, you know, that actually mimic the Xbox, but they never work great. Right. So it's just a matter of there's always going to be
There's always a reason, right?
to have a PlayStation.
There's
Now,
enough difference between the two.
but the question is can PlayStation survive with just those people? We don't know, right? At the very least, we know they're not going to disappear because at the very least they'll just go third party and become like Sega, right?
Now become an app.
They're going to become a PlayStation app, right? And then they'll also have the games like Sega doing their third party thing. We know they're going to put their games everywhere. They need it. Hiroki Tsutoki has told us, right? So that's just the facts of what's going to happen.
Well, the problem is though, like if Xbox is able to sit there and like put the Steam store and Epic Game Store and everything on the next console, the thing is after that we're no longer going to be in the console generation. We're going to be in the publisher generation. Who's the better publisher? Consoles will be irrelevant when that happens.
It's the platform war.
Who can pump more out?
It's the platform war instead of console war, I guess.
Yeah.
That's why I said Microsoft changed the game. They're going away from the console, but not in the general sense of going away from the console. I'm talking about going away from just
relying on the console,
expanding the console.
And the thing is that if you expand to other devices, that gives people more choices. People like choice. They don't want to be locked to one thing. Sony only got where they got. If Microsoft didn't fail that Xbox One, PS4 generation, I'm telling you, this is a whole different conversation, because that's when people started getting their digital libraries way bigger. So now people just can't up and leave because then they leave behind their whole libraries. So it's kind of hard. Like if Xbox gives that option to say, well, if you leave the console and go to PC, your library follows you. If they can do that, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be switching because now they have a choice. It's about choice all the time.
Facts. Now, Spoonie does come in and say, CMoney, don't
What's
forget
up,
that
Spoonie?
Microsoft saved Apple from going bankrupt in the 90s so that they wouldn't be called a monopoly.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is
yeah,
facts.
no, I mean, that's true, but there's way more players in gaming than like being the only console that is a, higher spec console doesn't mean anything because at the end of the day, Nintendo is still there killing both of them with their lower spec console. You know what I'm saying?
Doing their own thing. It's
So-
But they're
wild how the back
classified
and
as
forth
that handheld.
conversation is about Xbox and PlayStation, and Nintendo's just kicking it, looking pretty. Yo, my homie in the chat. What's up, Hargi? Hargi Shani, what's up, babe? Hargi finished his book. I'm so excited. I can't not wait to get my hands on it. Thank you for being here.
Listen, did he even tell people he's making his book?
Huh?
Did he tell people he's making his book?
Yes.
He told everybody.
All right, just want to
Well,
make sure.
listen, if not, Doodle has
I
announcements
was about to
for
say, you
you.
just put that out there real quick.
Well, everybody has to go buy it as soon as it's ready to go. I'm so
Facts.
excited. I'm so excited for him.
Facts. The homie Derry Skinkiss, what's good, man? Says PlayStation gamers love to act like Nintendo is not there. It's true. That's
So do
true. I think,
regulators.
oh my god. I don't know what context this has, but I just saw it. I was like, I gotta
What's
read
up,
it.
baby?
What's up,
Wrong.
Willie?
Not hard. It's about self-respect.
I don't know, just the context of that. I don't know where it's from, but I saw it. I was like, you know what? Makes sense. Let's talk about that real quick. Oh, Lord Roughness, let him know. Never
Lord
understood it. The
Roughness, what's up,
Xbox
baby?
One and Kinect was a fire console. Yeah, it really was. It was all narrative.
Innovative.
That's all these people lived
Yep.
on. They just spun a narrative that made people believe.
No, it was too far
that was
ahead.
bad.
That's
It
all
was freaking amazing. You know, I missed the record that situation where you could just blab it out and it happens.
I can do that on my
Oh
PC.
man.
Nowadays, I use Alexa for that. Like it could tell the Xbox to do it still, and thank God that's there. But it wasn't as smooth as Xbox record that. You know,
No, Xbox record that. I still wish that shit existed.
I
bro.
know. I need
it
it.
does. If you have
It
an Alexa,
should.
it does. It still does work. But I wish it was still built in the system. At least
What
you
do
know
you
what
mean?
it
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean it still does work?
Yeah, you can
It
use
was
an
built
Alexa.
into
You
the
can tell the Alexa, and it will tell the Xbox to do it. Yeah,
The hell out of here.
not lying. I
Bitch been
use it all the
sitting there
time.
looking pretty as if
I use
I'm
it all
not
the time.
using her to
But
the
do you
max.
have to say? Do you have to say
Her name?
Alexa?
Tell Xbox to record that. Yeah. So it's not as seamless
Okay.
as it was before. But
So it's not like
it
just
does
hey
work.
Alexa record that. It's Alexa
Tell
Xbox,
Xbox to record that. Yeah.
Tell Xbox to record that. Man, that feels like
Yep.
I'll fuck that up
That
every
seems
time.
like
I feel like I'm in the
Once
heat
in a
of the
blue
battle.
eye,
I'll be like,
too.
Alexa, fucking tell this. Fuck,
Because it was
goddamn it,
a
tell
lot-
Xbox to record.
Exactly. And that's why I said it was way easier when it was just Xbox record that. But at least it existed in some kind of form. But I wish, we have these headsets on all the time. It doesn't need this crazy interface and all that other stuff we used to have. Just do it. It's not like it's that hard. It's that hard to listen for that, right? But it is what it is.
Honestly, they need to.
Right.
I don't know how far they've gotten with the DVR, but I know Xbox record that quote unquote works on the PC. You can just tell it to record that, and it'll just do it.
Wait. How?
Literally, it's in the settings. It's in the game bar. That's all that that Microsoft released. It's in the game bar. You can literally click it, and it records up to 10 minutes.
No, you can click it, but what I'm saying, like verbally,
You can say
Not
it. You can
click
say
it.
it too.
You
No,
say
you
it?
can say
All
it.
right.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to
So if
look
I have
into
a
that.
mic on and I'm playing on my PC, I could just be like Xbox, record that,
Yes.
and that bitch will work.
It still works. That's pretty
Yes,
freaking
because it's
fire.
God damn it!
Because
All
the
right.
game bar is still Xbox. So
I did not
you
know
can
that.
still say Xbox record that on the PC.
Well,
that was the
listen,
Windows
this is
bar I was
good
talking about
news and
before.
bad news at the same time. All
Yeah,
right?
right?
The fact that we've been living without acting
Yes.
as if it's not an option is a shame. All right. But thank you for letting us know.
I also
Because-
just love seeing everybody hating the PlayStation controllers. I think that's one thing a lot of us bond on. You got Lord Roughness saying never did like the PlayStation controller. Facts, because it sucked. Wade Chair says everybody knows Xbox has the best controller. Bars.
Yeah, I don't like my
Jealous.
joysticks next to each other.
Yeah, that's just stupid. It's like Like, nah, I'm good. Dark Angelic says I've hated the PlayStation controllers from the get-go. Yo, facts. Game Boy Choice says PlayStation 5 was my first PlayStation because I hated all the other controllers. I mean,
Ooh.
in the ranking of PlayStation controllers, the newest one is the best version of their controller for sure. Because at least the body wise, they try to make it a little bigger to mimic more of the Xbox controller. But still, it's just stupid. Like nobody wants. Maybe that's why nobody plays. Maybe that's
I
why
think
the
I
games are
have
not
the best
successful
controller
over there.
though.
Listen, I couldn't do the OG because it was too big. That one's
I have the best
humongous.
controller though.
What?
The controller.
What?
It's huge. You have it right there.
Okay, the
somewhere
Duke
behind
controller.
you. Yes.
The Duke
The OG,
controller
the Duke. Everybody knows who the OG
for the
is.
Xbox.
Don't you have it?
I
Grab
need
it.
those words to be clear
Grab it.
when you're speaking. Okay.
Grab it. You have one by you.
I do have
Yes.
one. Okay. It's
I
behind
said the
something.
OG because Duke sounds like a name. Everybody knows
Okay,
what I'm talking about.
the OG original Xbox Duke controller was
Ginormous.
Yes, huge.
ginormous controller.
Yes.
You could use that as a hammer.
Yes.
You could.
Yes. But
I think this is the best controller.
What's that? I can't see that shit.
It's the Project Scorpio controller.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, CMoney loved that name. He was so upset that they
was.
didn't actually name
Yeah,
the
I have it.
freaking box.
Yeah, we got a couple of the
Yeah.
Scorpio editions because that was fire.
Lord Roughness. See, he says, sorry, Doodle. The Duke controller was
Yes.
fire. CMoney is
I love
obsessed with it, but you have big hands, baby. It's
Well,
like traveling for me with the it's so big.
Okay. God damn it. Doodle.
The controller.
Be very specific when you speak.
The controller.
Every moment is its own moment. Okay? Every moment is its own clippable moment.
Okay.
Absolute pause.
And you got the clip master here.
Exactly. Don't do it right away.
Commander.
Now, Didi.
No
Diddy.
Diddy. No Diddy. Fuck out of here, yo.
The conversations about the controller.
Just saying.
Yes.
Just be very clear when you speak. The home bike says it's Xbox or no box. Facts.
Get it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, indeed.
That's what she said.
Max was good, homie. God, that was hilarious. What were like? I gotta be honest with you. I completely lost train of thought. What were we talking about before we went off this whole rail?
The controllers, the difference between the two.
The 900p for Hellblade.
Oh, PlayStation dying, and it's not going to die, and it's a matter of choice. There are things that people still.
Yes. Got it.
Lord Roughness says we pause
it for the kids out here.
You know, I got something that's kind of a little bit off, but on topic. If when they come out with a new system, they need to up this memory, because as we get all these games on Game Pass, the systems at 1 terabyte is not enough. Yes, you can add more space, but I'm talking about the internal space, because with the Xbox Series X, if they optimize a game for the Series X, you can only play it on the internal or the added drive that you add to the back of it. Even though you can have a USB and store it on a USB, I think they need to at least start off with like 4 terabytes off the break, because you would think that's probably OC, like, you know, overkill, but it's actually not. When you
really not,
if you really think about Modern Warfare, like when that game came out, that game, when it was attached to Warzone, was 250 gigs. That is a whole Series X system. All right.
I want to speak on that real quick.
Because y'all need more space on that thing. That was crazy when I had mine. I was like jumping games around trying to figure out what I wanted to play.
True. This is very true. But at the same time, though, when you look at, and this has been a problem with games for a long time, they are taking way more space than they need to, right? When you see these retro collections that are just emulators with a ROM on it, right? and maybe a couple of videos, and then it's like 6 gigs for a game that was like half a megabyte, and it's just like the collection is like 6 gigabytes. 6 gigabytes of what? What's on the disc that's taking up all this space? Even like a little video for an intro that they added or something can't be that big. A lot of these games seem to be wasting so much space on maybe it's shaders or whatever the hell it is. Like, bro, like, and this is gaming on every platform, minus Nintendo even, right? Like, they're just taking up way too much space for almost the end. And I can understand if it was a modern 3D game, but when it's a retro collection, it even makes news, or at least it used to, when the press was actually on their job. Nowadays, they don't even act like the real press, right? But like, I don't understand. And it's unfortunate because I want to buy a 4 terabyte for my PC. And the Samsung drive I want to get is $320. And that's retail and for them to make their profit, right? So if you bring that down to whatever Microsoft would have to pay for to put that in the Xbox, even if I drop that cost by half minus $20, that's still $150, right?
I just bought a new drive.
Yeah, the cost is just crazy. I bought an SD card for my little Amber Nick. Actually, it's not Amber Nick. How Kitty device I was talking about before, right? And SD cards are not too expensive, but for 128 gigs, like it was on sale. But normally they're expensive too. Like
because
all
they
the storage
need
devices,
speed.
right?
They need the speed.
It's the speed, because if you just wanted like a big drive to hold stuff, that's fine. But like you said before, it's not fast enough. You could store the games on there, but you can't run them on there, and it takes a long time. Even if you have like a 8 terabyte drive, you can get like $120 at most, right? And you could back up all your stuff there and not have to re-download it and yada yada. That's cool. But if all of a sudden you want to play the game, now you have to copy it over there. And these games are so freaking large for no reason. It takes forever, and by that point you don't even want to play it anymore.
They used to compress the games, didn't they? Like, what happens if you compress the game?
Point.
Yeah.
Wasn't the whole point of the SSDs in the beginning when they were talking about it? Not the whole point, but one of the big things was that they're supposed to be so fast that you can compress the data, and then the SSD was supposed to be able to uncompress it in like crazy speed. And then
the drive could, but the CPU still has to do the compression or the decompression, right? And so that's why when you see on the Xbox, when you're downloading a game, right? But if you're running a game in the background and you go to update another game, it says, would you like to suspend the game because it's going slow? Because the game is using up the CPU, so it can't decompress and install the game. Because even when it's getting off the internet, it's compressed. When it gets to your system, it's decompressing. The CPU is doing that. And if you're playing a game at the same time, it starts being slower and your connection speed, because your game is using up the CPU. So that has to be addressed. If they use some kind of AI or DSP that's just handling the compression, so the CPU that's running the game doesn't have to deal with that. They got to figure that out, because they're wasting a lot of space and we have to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Like, these drive cards are expensive enough. I love them. The hot swappable is beautiful, right? I advocate for them because it's really the solution to a lot of the problems that we have, but the cost is ridiculous. And
that's just because of the cost of the memory. Like,
yeah,
I have 5 NVMe's in my computer. It's just outrageous. I have 36 terabytes of space, but that just equates to me. I was always downloading games. Believe it or not, I use about 30% of that right now, because all I do is download games and I say I'll try them later. But when you really do that, when you really think about that, you'll think, why do you need all that space? Why did we need 20 gigs back in the day? Why do we need 250? Games are getting bigger. Drives are getting smaller. I mean, for God's sakes, an NVMe is the size of a gum stick. Like, and I got 2 terabytes right here. It's the size of a gum stick. So I know they can fit more space into it, inside of it without a problem. And that's my only thing. The next system, if you got to spend $600 just to get a 4 terabyte Xbox Series X, that's a deal. Like, because if you buy a 4 terabyte SSD right now, NVMe at all right now, that's already $375.
Yeah,
like right now. So, but I just think consoles need more space because games are getting way too big and out of hand. It's out of hand.
Yeah. I just
Absolutely.
also don't understand why we haven't gotten to the point where the fucking thing is something that we could just click to order. So sell me the box regular, or let me pay another $100 and I get another terabyte or 2 attached to the
That's
shit.
already done. Yeah.
Like just let me order it the way I want. Right? When I go by my phone, I have so many options. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure, if I'm gonna go and just pick up one that's at the store, it's gonna be configured the basic way, right? But if I want to configure it different, then just let me do that. You got Xbox Design Lab. It's fucking
That's what they need. They need to utilize that. That would be so beautiful. I would probably have like 3 of them, if I'm gonna be honest, because I'd be like, oh, I want this to have this in there. I want this. Oh, I want this to have 4 terabytes. Oh, I want this to have 2.
Yes, like just
I'd
build
be
your
configuring
own.
all
Make
kinds
it
of
to
stuff.
order.
Yeah,
that would be
same
awesome.
thing with the
Roberto
wraps and
Z
stuff.
says, "Love my custom elites." See, I want
The
to
Elite
show.
controller is the
Yes.
best
Hold
controller
on.
in all creation.
This one's
I
mine.
have 2 of them. I love them.
This doodle on it.
Yeah, mine's are over there by the gaming screen, so
There
I'm
you
not
go.
going all the way over there.
Yep. Look at that.
Yes.
Oh, we're all showing our shit.
Yeah, go grab some, baby.
Got that Halo joint, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
Always
a
the
beauty right
chief.
there.
Always the chief.
Always.
I want
Come
the
on,
version
man.
that came with the console, man. I would pay for it, and it's not even a Elite controller. It's just the standard one. But it came with the limited edition Xbox, with the Halo design on it. That controller looks so ridiculous, and
What do you
they
mean the
don't tell
blue,
it.
the like the one that's
It's
like that
bluish,
dark blue?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's bluish.
I got it. It's right over there.
Beautiful controller.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that console is gorgeous. I have it wrapped with the Starfield wrap right now. I probably should take it off. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
speaking of wraps, they need to release more wraps. Anytime they're releasing a first party game, it needs to have a matching
just
wrap.
fucking make it.
Oh,
just let
you
us
know
buy
what?
it, bro.
I wasn't sure how it was going to look, and I thought it would be like a melty. It just looks as if that's the way it came. It
Yeah, it's
just
beautiful.
they did a great job with it.
Just
Cyber Type
imagine
1.
Oh, God damn it.
Hellblade.
Why we think about everything at the same time is crazy. Real quick, Joggle 6. I just need him to put this out there. These are facts. The Duke was a real man's controller. That's right. You fucking held that shit and you wrecked some ass on
It's
Halo.
freaking huge.
No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Hashtag
See,
no Diddy.
Doom Reapers feels the same way. I love the Duke. But Cypher Type 1 says, Doodle asking CMoney to grab the BBC, the big black control.
Oh, you know what? I'm done.
God damn it, Cypher. This is exactly what I was trying to avoid, Doodle.
What?
You gotta fucking control the way you know what I'm saying? These little moments. You gotta think big picture, okay? Not these
Big.
little slivers. God damn it. God damn it.
Look who's talking,
Pause.
man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus, man.
Pause.
Oh my God. What is happening?
God.
Oh, yes, you're right. Oh my gosh. Yes. Surf
Hi-Fi
says
Rush
a
wrap.
Hi-Fi Rush wrap could rule. Yeah, the colors,
Yeah, man.
the way that that would be dope. It should be a thing, right? Look at Mikey.
They need a Hellblade rap. That's what they need.
Yeah, and it
Yes.
should coincide with the release of the game. But even for
Yes.
past games from this generation, it should already have. They should be working on one for the new Gears, right? For Master Chief Collection, one for Halo Infinite. These games are already out. Hi-Fi Rush, Starfield has one. That's great. But like, you have all like, this is easy money, and it's like, fathead stickers. I've been saying this for years, right? Like, they stick on the wall, but it's easy, to remove them if you feel the mood to put on something else. I would have lots of them because they're easy to put on and remove if you want to have a different look.
It's easy enough.
Yeah,
and they're
today.
nice and easy to store too, because they like fold in, and it wouldn't take a lot of space. Yeah.
Like today,
I
you want to
agree with that.
you want to have a Hellblade rap, and then the next day
Yeah.
you want to have a Diablo rap, or the next day
Yeah.
you want to have the Starfield
Yeah.
rap. Like,
It's just like your
be
background.
part of it,
Right.
bro.
Yep.
It should just be part of it where we could just easily kind of go ahead and swap it. So yeah, I mean, listen,
Thank you, Dark
I
Angelic.
appreciate
Dark Angelic says Doodle's more fun when she has no control. Listen, I just talk. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. A Diablo rap would be pretty
would be pretty
awesome,
epic.
Lord Roughness. And Surf agrees too. A Diablo rap with Lilith. Yes.
Yes, Lord Roughness with the 360 fronts. Those
Yeah,
are
man.
fire when you can snap them off and then just snap on a new one. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that 100%.
I miss those 360 ones.
Yeah, they were fire. The homie Sir XMan. I know. The homie Sir XMan, man. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you so much for that $2 super chat. Says CMoney and Doodle, green for life, Xbox World Order. Fact.
Let's go, baby.
Yo, facts indeed. Yeah, see, these ponies, it's wild because they don't, I don't know. I don't think they've ever had anything to be so like gloaty about. You know what I'm saying? Like they had some decent games, but pretty much since the PlayStation 3, you know, they shit the bed in PlayStation 3. PlayStation 4, they didn't push anything forward. They just rolled off the fact that Xbox made that hiccup in the beginning that haunted them for the rest of the generation. And now PlayStation 5 came in thinking they were going to do the same thing as they did with the PlayStation 4 generation, which would just come in and ride off that success. And Microsoft just clotheslined those bitches and said, no, that's not happening here. You know, we got the dollars and we're going to make change. So, you know, I'm glad that that's where we are right now on the Xbox side of things. That being said, one of the other, hold on, where is it? Where was the other thing? Here it is. Where? Oh, no. Okay. So, the other thing was the China joint. I don't know if you guys heard or saw that Microsoft finally came in and they were able to go ahead and get Blizzard back into China. And they worked out an agreement with NetEase to bring Blizzard games back to mainland China. So that obviously is pretty big because dollar-wise, they're gonna get million. I mean, he even said it in there, millions of people coming in. But my question, y'all, is do you guys, I mean, outside of Diablo, do you guys play any other Blizzard games? No.
I don't. But my brother, he plays a lot of PC games that, like for example, he's a World of Warcraft addict, right? He's been playing it since it was first out. He'll play every race and combination of class or whatever and max them out until he's filled out all his save spaces with characters, right? Wipe them and do more. And he's been doing that for years, right? My older brother, and like that's the only game that I know he plays for Blizzard a lot. And he plays also Diablo as well. But other than that, it's just those two, I think. But other than that, not really. I don't think anybody on the console side is really messing with it that heavy. But hopefully that's about to change, right? Because World of Warcraft, like, or even just the Warcraft franchise in general, right, needs to have, you know, a position on consoles, right? A presence on consoles that I don't think they've really had the way they deserve, because that's a franchise that's older, that's way older than World of Warcraft, and it really has never really had that attraction, that representation on consoles. I'd like to see that, and not just World of Warcraft, but like the whole franchise in general, because it's not just an MMO, you know.
Yeah.
For the Chinese, you give them StarCraft and Overwatch, you know, they'll have a blast. That's all they need. You know?
I mean, it definitely opens it up. I mean, obviously, man, like Microsoft wants to be everywhere, right? And like that's what this is making sure that they're not closed off to any market. Especially, you know, these places, they have a huge amount of people in them, you know what I'm saying? And they play so many games illegally, I think. Like they do it on the black market and shit. But yeah, being able to get there officially, I think is a huge thing, getting back in there. The homie Lord Roughness, man, thank you for being here, brother. Thank you so much for that £5 super chat. Says, will you listen to us all? For years, Xbox has just been the most exciting place to play, and they didn't even have Game Pass back then. Bro, you ain't fucking wrong, dude. You ain't wrong. This is crazy, but this is the reality of where we are. Xbox is the most exciting place to play, because this is the place that they actually give any shit about the consumer here and figuring out how to make the consumer happy. And I can tell you right now, Game Pass makes me happy. Right?
Can I say something else?
Absolutely, man.
Let me say something else. I'm gonna back it up a little bit here, because people don't realize how big Xbox was in the industry and just in general. Like, look at Party Chat. That started as private chat. That was only on Xbox. PlayStation didn't have nothing like that. They were nowhere fast. They had free network, but they weren't able to talk to nobody until later down the line. Microsoft made pushes in the gaming industry that should be really talked about to this day. A lot of the things that they did, social, that was all on Xbox. When Halo came out, look, I played with my friends. You didn't really hear that exactly from PlayStation on the PS3. When you heard of Gears of War, when people were playing that was a multiplayer game. All of these multiplayer games brung all of us that was on the Xbox 360 together. Like, their online infrastructure was serious for when it came out on the 360. The fact that we had 8 people in a party, now it's like what, 20, 16, somewhere around there. But
yeah,
we're able to talk to our friends. Yeah, you're able to talk to your friends. You're able to do all of these things. And PlayStation was nowhere close to that until now. So basically, they were copycatting Microsoft. We're going to come out with our own little party chat. And it was still shit, because I couldn't connect to nobody on the PlayStation when I had one. I'm like, fuck this shit. And I had a PS4 and I had an Xbox. Obviously, my PS4 collected dust, but I still played it every now and then. I played Infamous Second Son. That was a good game, but that was a single player game. It wasn't really for it wasn't the multiplayer system. Once they got rid of SOCOM, once they got rid of what was the other one? Oh my god, I don't remember the games because that's how trash they are. What was the other game? I can't remember it, but like, they didn't have that many multiplayer games. Microsoft said, we're going to make multiplayer games so everybody can connect, so everybody can relax with their friends. They don't actually have to come over. They can bring their Xbox over. You can both connect to the internet and play co-op, all of that. That's all on Microsoft's side. People need to really think of that. Microsoft, if it wasn't for them, we don't know where we would be, because they pushed those things. It was on their side first, and then Sony just came behind them like 500 years later. But at least they still got it, but it was late. Microsoft is huge when it comes to the gaming industry, and we need to keep that thought. And Ponies just need to stop trashing them, because if it wasn't for them, your shit wouldn't be where it is either. Just saying.
Facts. I mean, those
paying
are
$100 for games.
Facts. I mean, this is the truth, right? This is exactly the scenario. Xbox doesn't get credit for doing everything that they did. Same way, Sega didn't get their credit before them, right? Like, it's like a pattern over here, but it's the reality. Like, nobody thinks back to it. Xbox are the ones who went ahead and put this, most of this shit into action for us. You know what I'm saying? We've got everything. I mean, even Game Pass, dude. Like, look at Game Pass. How crazy innovative that was for them to say, we're going to make us a service and put
just
our
like
first party
Netflix
games
did.
in there.
Boom.
Done.
And just
done, bro. But they're not stupid, right? Like, they look around, they see everything. So they look and they see that these other industries are doing this successfully, right? And they're doing it in a way that has made it easier than ever for people to be heard. Like, I know music industry, they complain about it a lot, because they're not getting paid right by the companies, and that's a problem with the companies that they need to sort out for sure. But like, for us, come on, man. Fuck that. I never want to go back to going to buy a fucking CD. I want to fucking stream any song I want at any moment in time by just looking it up, and that's it. And then I want the service to be smart enough to be like, oh, you like that song? Here's another one you might like right after that shit, right? Like that's just what I want to have happen. Same thing they do on TV now. Netflix paved the way and everybody else copy them, right? And Netflix is still doing this thing, right? Microsoft is doing that with gaming. They're taking us in a brand new direction, and you're either going to get in line or be left in the past. Somebody said it, and I don't remember who it was in the chat, but somebody wrote that PlayStation is sitting there and they're acting like a Blockbuster or another company. I forget which one he said, but like they don't want to change, they don't want to move, and when they do change, it's too late, right? And people forget that Blockbuster started trying to do shit towards the end. You know what I'm saying?
When it was too late.
But it was too late. You know what I'm saying? It was too late. People already got ingrained in the other direction. Now, PlayStation, the problem they have is that this is not even a choice for them. Okay, like people sit there and beg them, oh, you guys should put your games in your subscription service. What games? What fucking games? People would not be subscribed to them to play the old ass games. You gotta keep giving them new shit.
You gotta feed the beast.
And they don't have the first party games to feed the beast. It's not real.
Yeah.
They don't have it. So they can't do it. And that's a problem. Did Eric come in and then not?
He came in, I guess, to replace.
He's trying to come in before, and it was disconnected. But he finally got through. I don't know what happened.
All right.
Meanwhile, the ponies were trying to get me. Maybe they're trying to get him.
Oh, so the ponies were trying to get you. Goddamn ponies.
I don't know. They're messing with my power company or something. I don't know. I blame the ponies for everything.
Well, I mean, you're not off. You're not off from that. That pretty much is the way it works. You know, I think at the end of the day, ponies are responsible for everything that bad. Everything bad that happens in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Blame it on the ponies.
You gotta pay taxes? Fucking ponies. Fucking ponies. Look at what they did. Got me hit on them taxes. God damn. Sir Expert says Pony's new theme song is the wheels on the bus go round and round. Holy shit.
He would have sang that for us.
He would have.
He would have.
I believe it. But
I do have something to say on the middle of the 360 generation. Modern Warfare 2 was like the biggest one. I still even have the poster for when I went to the launch event, and it has all the signatures of all the developers on it. All of them. Wow. That was a big thing for me. That was a huge thing. That was when I was really, really big. I was still a kid. I was still in high school. That was really, really big for me. And like you wouldn't understand how much I was crying because I was able to get all the signatures, able to get that poster. I'm never gonna let go of that poster. That poster's worth a lot of money, but I would never get rid of that poster because that was the pinnacle of gaming for me. It has too much value for me.
Facts. That's really dope.
That's awesome.
That's really dope. Eric,
Eric, thank you for being here.
Can you speak?
Can you hear me?
What the fuck was that, Eric?
Can you
try again?
Hold on.
Sound like a robot.
See, AI has taken over Eric.
Pony's doing it, man. I'm telling you, bro. They trying to
have
it.
Go ahead, Eric. Try talking again.
Yeah, still doing it.
Can't hear. Look. All right.
So fill more pockets.
He's an Xbot. He's an Xbot.
Go
ahead. My bad, homie. My bad.
Boy. There you go. Fillmore, what's up? How are you? Thank you for being here.
That is a true statement.
So Phil Spencer loading up all the first party ammo and cashed out all of his stock. Listen, I still believe that Jim Ryan at some point is going to get investigated. We're going to have to see Jim do some jail time for what he's done. It was just too calculated. Right at its peak, he cashed out.
He knew something that we didn't know.
And he was like, let me go on my lunch break real quick and just cash out.
That's who Diddy went to go see. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord.
Is hiding right now.
That's who was on the plane because it wasn't Diddy.
Do we think Jim Ryan was doing insider trading? Is that why he cashed out really quickly? He was like the old boss of Sega, sat there and did some insider
bro.
trading.
I just don't understand how no one's looked into that. I hope they are paying attention. And listen, Jimmy Jim should go to jail. That's all I'm saying.
Andre Doyle, thank you
up,
for being
baby?
here. Thank you for
Thank you
super
so
chat. Says they
much.
bring in Contra the Vampire Survivors. Yes, actually, we're gonna very briefly. We're gonna switch over to talking about the Triple I showcase.
Andre, thank you.
Thank
Thank you for bringing that up.
earlier
That
today.
was so dope.
It was very, very good. Oh, snacks, Snooki in the building.
Snooki, I did it all for the Snooki.
What?
The Snooki.
What?
Well, I can get them cookies.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Eric says Events Ninja sabotaged me because he knows who the real champ is.
Get your ass back in here, I'll whoop it for free. Get your ass back in here, I'll whoop it for free.
Damn.
Oh man. That's wild. That's wild. All right, Eric, try to get back here. We gotta fix your shit. Lord Ralph says hashtag no Diddy. Hashtag no Diddy. All right. So listen, earlier, what was it? Like at the 1 o'clock, they had a dope ass indie showcase. They were Triple I Indie Initiative. It was very, very cool. We were official co-streamers of the event. And it was a very, really dope event. It was their first one they ever did. And they showed tons and tons and tons of games. But Doodle and I did want to highlight a few of them that really kind of I would say left a mark or really impressed us or got us really hyped. Let me go ahead and
see. I'm a step for a second. I got a work call.
Yeah, go ahead. So I'm not gonna play the sound so we could kind of talk over it, but like this here is Kill Night.
Kill Night, yes.
Yo, this shit was so sick to see. I was so impressed. These indies, we talk about games, right? Like we're here, and we're talking about all this stuff. These goddamn ponies, they take up so much energy sometimes because they are such a horrible bunch of people.
You're invasive.
Okay?
That's all.
That's what they are.
Invasive, to say the least.
But we went ahead and were able to check out, what we're really all here for, which is for gaming and games. And some of these games are crazy.
They look amazing.
Absolutely.
The line kill or be killed, that alone just like makes you want to get in there and be like, all right, let's go whoop some ass.
Absolutely.
This game looks fire.
Absolutely. Now, did any of you guys actually catch the show earlier?
Not live, but I saw it just before the podcast because up until like 3 hours before the podcast, I'd been busy for the past couple of weeks. In fact, I was expecting to be late here for the podcast today, like an hour or so late, and it turned out not to be. So I was like trying to catch up. So that first mention, somebody just had posted about, and you had on the screen about the DLC for Vampire Survivors with Contra. Oh, can't wait for that. I'll buy that twice to have one on Steam and then one on Xbox, because with Xbox you get the PC version as well, so it's play anywhere. But just to support the game, it's so cheap, right? Like it's easy to support the game, and I love to see indie games like this. But I just wanted to say overall, even before we get into the nitty gritty about specific games and stuff, shout out to Wandering Dutch. Every year, I think twice a year, maybe even, he does an indie showcase, right?
Yes, that's great.
And this showcase was a lot like that. And at first, I didn't know anything about this showcase about to happen, right? So, like I said in our before this podcast,
quick, baby, the thing that's playing. There you go.
Yeah. So I was watching your coverage of it, right? And right there at the Contra part, like when you guys didn't understand what it was, I instantly knew, oh, dude, that's a DLC for Vampire Survivors. I hadn't seen any press or anything. I just knew off rip. And I was watching, I'm just like, wow, this is really good. I'd seen lots of indie games, but back to what I was saying about Wandering Dutch, was just that same kind of vibe. And I like the name Triple I, right?
Yes.
Indie games, like AAA, but for indies. Like these indies to me, as far back as like Xbox 360 with the live arcade games, I had about as many of those games that was like half of my 360 library was Xbox Live Arcade games, right? So they really put indies on the map in the first place. Xbox really did that. Now indies hit on all platforms, right? Nintendo Switch, PC, Xbox, even PlayStation enjoys a lot of these indies, right? And it's great to see because I grew up in the time of like the Commodore 64. I always, mention that platform because it's still relevant today in terms like, it's just one dude in his basement developing a game on the same platform that you play the game on. It gives you that ability, to do what the big boys are doing, right? Make games, make art. Prince of Persia and Karateka and all these games from back in the day were made by indie guys, right? And men and women, right? Who were able to, to enter the industry, make their own works of art that are just as important as any big AAA game. That's why I like that name, Triple I. It just fits so well. But that Vampire Survivors and that other game that you were just showing up, Kill, I forget the name.
Such a good show.
Such a good
Kill
show.
Knight.
Kill
It was
Knight.
amazing. This one is Shadows of Doubt.
Yeah,
Shadows of Doubt also.
This one looked really dope too. I do
Such a
love that
good
new,
looking game.
like I
That
love
pixelated,
that
right?
pixel kind of art, that pixel 3D art that they're doing nowadays. Really intrigues me. I think it was, what was it, Takedown, or there was the game that released not too long ago that you could like break everything, like all the buildings and everything. I think it's
Yes,
called
I
Takedown or
remember.
some shit like that. But that was really, really dope too.
This one's the Contra DLC
Yeah,
for
this is the
Vampire
Contra
Survivors.
DLC. Yeah, I was like, did this
Survivor.
just cut to a new game,
Yeah,
like
but
out
we
of
thought it was a
nowhere?
different game. We're like, oh wait, what the heck? It looks like Contra, I said, and then it just happens to have been a merge situation. It's just so dope.
And one thing I also want to mention, while I was watching the footage, like I was saying to myself, I want to wish list a lot of these games. Make sure that they're marked on the platforms or whatever that I want to play them on. So when they're released, I can get them day one and be there. Particularly, like I said, Vampire Survivors. I love it. Okay, Mouse, another game, and that goes back to Wandering Dutch on his indie stream that he does. Right, a lot of these games have been there, right, and now you see them there. And you need more up to date versions. Like, a couple of these games have been released, but at least on Steam, if you go to the store page, it's right there, front and center. All these games that were in that showcase are right there. I don't know if Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo has anything like that, but at least on Steam, all those games are right there in one section, right there on the front store page to go to, and it takes you there, and you'll see all those games. You can wish list them. A couple of them are already out, and you can purchase them, and the ones that are not, you can wish list them, or even if they're up for pre-order, you can do that right now. But a lot of these games look so awesome. Flintlock.
Yeah,
I want to see a lot more of this game in particular because I really don't know a lot
they
about
showed, they definitely showed more in this clip here.
yeah,
And
it looks
it was a
so much
great
better.
reminder that game is coming this year, because
Game Pass,
again,
day one, baby.
dude, we have so many games coming, and this is not some little random shit. This is a dope ass, big ass game that is gonna come dropping into Game Pass day one. Again, this is the shit that is crazy because we get to watch this, and we know like most of these games are coming to Xbox as well.
Yeah.
But dude, like when Phil enacts the next generation and allows for Steam and all that stuff to be on the next console, the next
Oh my
time
gosh.
you watch a show like this, after that happens, dude, you just go to your Xbox and download the game, or
Yep.
buy the game and play the early access version, or go ahead and put the wish list there for later, like right on your Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's gonna be the big deal here. That's why this is so crazy that Phil's doing this, because this is what we're missing out on. Because each one of these games, yeah, they're gonna come to Xbox or another console or whatever, but they all are on Steam.
They go to Steam.
You
And
know-
that's what they had in common when we went on to PAX this year. They were all heading to Steam. And I mean, that's a big win
Yeah.
for anyone who's an Xbox fan. Right?
But the thing I wanted to say was that I'd seen a lot of these games. Like, I remember with the 360, I think it was like in January or February when they first had a demo of the Fight Night game, right? And they were like, okay, this demo that you see that we're trying out right now, It's on Xbox Live to go download right now and try out. It's still on my 360 from way back then, right? I still have that same file. I never erased it. I demoed for Fight Night, right? And so I've always said at E3 or whatever, I would love to see that return where they show off all these demos and these demos are available right now. Or even if they have a showcase, right? You're watching the showcase on your Xbox, right? And they're showing a game and there's a little icon or something that pops up with your Xbox. If you want to wish this now, you press this button.
Yes.
It doesn't stop the video. It just shrinks it to the corner,
Yes.
right? And it wish lists it. Or it just does it, but doesn't even shrink the video. It just puts it on your wish list. You check it later, right? It's just a button press, and that's all, and you move on. Or if there's a demo, you just press the button to make sure that the demo is on the download list, to be downloaded later.
Yeah, I love that. That
integrate that
dope.
in right there. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, I agree. That one right before was Death Must Die, which, by the way, the name alone, it's awesome. And it's kind of like a vampire survivor type of situation. And you do feel like you had said, CMoney, when you saw it, it's like they've created their own thing. Like, it's like, okay, it's okay to make these type of games. And now they have so many out that we saw throughout this show. And
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
don't know if there
man.
was games like Vampire Survivors before that game came out, but I mean, for sure, Vampire Survivors was the one that kind of made it popular, right? Like really, really gave it a name. So yeah, this was another game too we saw. Like this is basically what we did. We just grabbed some of the
Undermine
trailers.
too.
Yeah, this is Undermine too. This looked pretty dope. Just grab some of the ones that really kind of popped for us that we felt was a big deal or like that were dope. I don't know if you guys had seen any of these. Alex, did you get to check any of this out?
I saw the show with you guys live, and
thank you for rocking out.
Nice.
I thought that you were making this with Wandering Dutch at the beginning.
Oh,
I thought this was the show from
like the brand
Wandering
name
Dutch.
for his thing. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Oh,
Like he
yeah,
developed a brand name and it wasn't.
No, this is
And,
a separate company who did this.
This is the first time they do this, right? It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The first game was amazing, Kill Knight.
Yes.
Yes.
And the first game that looks like Civilization. The first one, it was maybe the fourth game shown.
Doodle wrote them all down.
It was also amazing.
Yeah, they had some really good stuff there, man. They had some good stuff there. Things that I was very impressed by, and a lot of things that were like sequels or like this is the third one of games that I didn't really
never heard of, right?
Yeah.
But it's awesome that there are sequels because it means that the game did well, right? Or well enough to go ahead and have another round. Slay the Spire 2 was the first game that they showed in this not the one
I never
that
played the
It didn't
first
really
one.
no, because it didn't really show much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that other one that we just saw was What the Car. It's like super unique and creative. It was.
I think it's from the same people who made what the golf or what
the golf.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that it's like a golf game, but it was like crazy that you could do this other stuff. I think that's the same people who made that one. But that looked dope. And then even this, like Cat Quest 3, like I didn't expect it to be. I don't know if that's the way they always were, where they're like in this, where is it? Like in this overworld like this, where you just like that's so dope to me. I don't know why. That looks so sick.
Yeah.
Like,
Almost
so
like you're
unique.
running around on top of like a board game type of thing. That's what it gives
like
you
that.
the illusion of.
Exactly. And then Brotato got its
co-op,
update,
baby.
but the fact that it's co-op, that was crazy. Oh, Xena said that's how all the Cat Quest games are.
That's
so
awesome.
you see, like that's one of the things when we went to PAX that we heard over and over again was like how hard it is for like people to notice your game, right? And even games that are more successful like this Cat Quest looks like it's part 3, right? So it's been around for at least a little bit. And like even then, like it's not really something that I've paid attention to or even knew about. And now that looks like when I see it now, it's like, oh shit, that looks pretty dope. This one looks
This one.
crazy.
Love
This
this.
one.
Yes.
This
This
one
is
looks
Stunning.
Frostpunk. Yeah,
so
this is
beautiful.
Frostpunk on steroids.
Yes. I really saw this one. I was like, yo, this looks so dope. I love when you pull out and you see that mountain, bro. Woo! That shit looks so good. Yeah, I'm really intrigued on this one as well. Look at that. The avalanche came. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They did such a good job. Such a good
They
job.
did. It looks
100%.
beautiful.
Yeah, they really did a great job with a lot of these games.
The show was freaking compact. There was so much back to back to back.
Lasara
It was really cool.
Summit Kingdom. Lazara.
Lazara.
Lazara Summit Kingdom. Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
Yo,
Streets of
Streets
Rogue
of
2.
Rogue
Yo,
2 looks
it
insane,
looks sick.
bro. Again, part 2. So there's a part 1. I have no idea what part 1 is. It's crazy. But this looks so dope for all of us old heads. It'll immediately remind you of the original Grand Theft Autos of
Yeah,
driving
GTA.
Overhead, which was crazy back in the day, but this just looks so good. I was so in on it when I saw it, and it's co-op. I'm just saying, like, see how crazy it is? Like, no AAA dude is gonna make this game in a
Yep.
AAA space.
G maybe says that the first one was in Game Pass, Streets of Rogue. The first
Really?
one was in Game Pass.
Was it
Anybody play
PC
that?
only? PC only or console?
It's a good question.
PC or console, G maybe.
I'm
I
not
don't remember
quite
this
sure.
game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what their where it was, but this one looks fire, dude. I'm sorry. It kind of looks like a
Yes.
blend between Grand Theft and what was that
Hotline Miami.
yes, which those were super fun games as well. But
Hotline Miami is
Streets of
amazing.
Rogue 1
yeah, it
was
is.
only on Xbox because it wasn't on PC on the Xbox app or on the Xbox platform. So I guess it wasn't a Play Anywhere game. So it was just Xbox. Just look
But
it up.
not on
And
Game
is it
Pass.
still there?
It was on Game Pass, I guess, back then. I don't know if it still is. I didn't see it
Oh,
marked as such. No, it's not on Game Pass.
It's
Still.
not in there anymore.
No.
hmm.
This came out in
Serve says
2019.
those
It's been a
games
while.
look more fun than a lot of the big AAA games.
Yeah,
I agree
true.
with you, man. I agree.
Yeah.
And Power Boss, what's up, Power Boss? I had this and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I honestly don't
I'm
remember
really
this
feeling
game.
it. Oh, this was also really good. Playside was in a few of these
Oh my gosh,
videos.
I'm so hyped for.
This is crazy.
Yes.
This was so good. When I saw it, I was like, Popeye? They bringing Popeye back?
Oh, Mouse. Yes. Wonder and Duchess had this on the
Yes.
showcase, I think, like 2 years in a row. It really does look, you know what I'm saying? Like real inventive, and the comedy, the violence, like cartoon violence and stuff. You know,
Yes,
like the
our
Pixie and
type of
Scratchy.
cartoon, right?
Yeah, like
That
Pixie and Scratchy level,
violence in
though.
there.
Yes.
We love
Facts.
it. They don't make cartoons like that anymore.
Yeah, I feel like I was even missing out because people are like Streets of Rogue is dope. What's up, Eastside Vandal? What's good, fam?
What's up, love? Thank you
I feel
for
like I
being
didn't
here.
know. Like even this one, right? I was so dumbfounded. People like really knew what this was. I was like, hold on, is this a new Castlevania? So this is a game called V Rising.
V Rising.
And I guess it's on PC right now. But this is, I guess,
Yeah, it's already out. Yeah.
This is like an update for it that's going to include Castlevania.
In the beginning, I thought this was DLC for Other Side, that turn-based game, but
Oh, gotcha. No, like in the beginning, I was like, what is happening? Like they're walking around a little bit, showing us stuff, but nothing's taking place. So I'm like, what is the game? But I guess they just figured that we knew what the game was. But then once I saw it, yeah, I was like, this part right here really set it off. What happened, baby?
She maybe says that mouse, that looks like a cartoon. That's where X-Men started.
Oh, goddamn. That's wild. Poor Sir X-Men. Yo,
he
that
started
was a
and
wild show.
sing on it.
Yeah, he was singing on it as well. Yep. So yeah, they got the dude from Castlevania in there now. I don't know if this is the extent of it. Is it just a battle? You know what I'm saying? You just do one battle with the dude, beat him, and then move on. I'm not quite sure, but that Rising definitely looked pretty dope. So I guess it's on Steam, and that's coming this year. Really digging
Castlevania
that
also
look.
had a crossover with Dead Cells like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and it integrated so well. I think the developer was saying that he wanted to do a Castlevania if he could. I think that would I think that's beginning to pan out. So that might be happening in a couple of years. So we'll get back to that, I guess. But this Prince of Persia, this is looking like what that more recent one should have been in terms of, at least in terms of price, right? Because that other game does look great. I haven't tried it yet, but this looks equally as good, but for a much lower price.
Dude, they
I'm
sold me
so
on
hyped
it.
for it.
Yes.
You're all over it. See.
Yes, when I like this, obviously this is just kind of like the like a cinematic, you know what I'm saying? To set it up. But it set it up, bro. Like I was in it. I was like, yo, this is dope. Obviously, when it turns to the gameplay, it's very different than what you're seeing right now. But at the same time, they managed to add so much dope shit into a 2D platformer that I either haven't seen or did not expect to see. But for sure, this was dope.
I
Yo,
like.
when she, like look how seamless it all look. I feel like they replicated that in the game. Like, look at that. Holy crap. What a moment.
Yeah.
And then it rewinds time.
Oh,
Is
my
it
gosh.
sense of time length?
Maybe. So this is what the game actually looks like. And then like from first blush, it's like, all right. But then you saw how he just ran on the wall. Like the
It looks
flips,
so
it just
fun.
looks
Yeah.
so dope, dude.
Yeah, it looks
Look
like
at
it
this
has
shit.
a timing element to it. Like you got to get in the right
Yeah.
flow.
Yeah.
Because of that little circle.
Look
Yeah.
at that.
Right. Yeah, but even just his movements, there's like a beat to it. I can't hear anything, but I could tell there's a beat to it.
Yes.
Oh, but once I saw that circle, it just confirmed it for me, definitely.
Yeah. Early access, man. May 14th. Yes, this is the thing. Now, remember, this was let me stop that. I don't know why that's happening. Let's get out of there real quick. Now, remember the new Prince of Persia we just heard, or just Tom Henderson, I guess, is the guy who just said it. But he has an exclusive, and he's saying that the original, that Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake, remember it looked all funky and shit, and it was from like the team from like Ubisoft Mumbai or something like that. They were like, we were all expecting that if you're making a remake of Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time, that you're gonna make it look, realistic and make it look, top notch. And they really just went for like this cartoony, kind of weird art style that really, I don't think had anybody very excited for it. But yeah, CMoney got the Mario Kart extended LP. Listen, my son loves listening to all that stuff. He's like, he's so young, but he's like a old head at heart. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's very cultured with
Yeah,
that.
he
With
loves
the
listening to all
music
this
and the anime, the
soundtracks and stuff.
games. He'll go and play an old game. Like and it
Yeah, it's
doesn't
wild.
face him.
It's wild.
Like it's not like the youth. Oh, my eyes, the graphics need to look a certain way. Like he appreciates things for what they were, as if
Yeah,
he were from that time.
for sure, for sure. So, as far as the Prince of Persia remake is concerned, they're going to be remaking the remake. So basically, they're deleting all the old um whatever they had ready to go, and they're starting from scratch, going more realistic now. I think Ubisoft Montreal is going to be the one doing it, so you're getting their bigger team, their better team to handle it. Um, I mean, I think it's a good move because I feel like at this point there's like two sides of the coin, right? You got these smaller games like the Prince of Persia that we got at the beginning of the year, which I thought was really, really well done. And then you have this one now that we just saw, the Rogue, which again looks super slick, super cool, but again, very, very indie, right? Much smaller title. Um, but then if you're flipping to the other side, I want big, I want, bombastic, I want, high end, right? And that's what the remake should be, right? We already had a game that was limited by, its time. Like now, let's go ahead and freaking pump it up, right? Like just
Yeah.
make it look good. I mean, were you guys, before this news broke, were you guys looking forward to that remake? The way that they had it, the art style and all that stuff?
I don't remember seeing it before this showcase. So
No, not this, not the Rogue. No,
the
that's
previous
a
one.
new game.
The one
The
right before.
remake. So
okay.
remember they
one
were
before.
yeah, so they were gonna remake.
Right.
Let me see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, they were gonna remake Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
Yeah, they had a tech demo way back when.
All right, so Prince of Persia:
Vaguely?
Sands of Time remake. Yeah. Look, it's right.
Gotta take out the.
See. All right, yeah. So this is this is it here, right? So this was the remake, right? So they're showing right now the inside of the old game, right? And then you come out and it's like, well, it kind of still looks like the old game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it really, like, look at this.
I'm seeing a lot of cutscene graphics, which at least in the old game was generally the same engine stuff, right? But okay, cutscene, not seeing gameplay just far, because that game was an awesome game too, awesome game. The
Yeah, for
sequel and
sure.
even the like the third game, because the sequel was more angsty and a lot of people, were giving it crap. But in terms of gameplay, it's an awesome game, and the third game even more so. But this doesn't look like that much better graphically, and it seems the gameplay is 1-to-1. It doesn't seem like they did anything gameplay wise to make it worth playing over again. I could just play the original. I'm not really seeing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree.
At least
You
back then, this is
expected
the
more
old
and more
trailer.
realistic.
Yeah, because when they
That
say
would have been
remake,
dope.
right? Like I'm thinking of the other successful remakes that we've seen, right? And this not looking like that. It's not looking like any of the bad ones I've seen out there, right? But it's like in between, where it's just like more of the same, not really an improvement like that. It just seems glossier.
It's
But is this
just
the
like
old
such a
trailer or the new
beautiful
trailer?
world that if they made it very realistic,
Mhm.
it will really benefit. Like I love the
2021,
the
and they pushed
movie
it
was
back.
amazing. Remember, see?
Yeah,
the
that was
movie
another
was
The
thing
dope.
that got a lot
movie
of
was
crap, but that was a pretty good
awesome.
movie too. Like it at least
Yes.
followed the Sands of Time a bit more. Now I kind of wish they had did one that was more like the original game, right? They could still go back and do one, but because of the reaction for that first game, and even Assassin's Creed, that film, right? That was not well received at all, but it seemed like it never got the budget and attention it should have to even have been something. So Yeah,
I love
Ubisoft when
that
it comes
you
to
brought
films
up
is not really
Assassin's
working out.
Creed because that's what you think. Like, Prince of Persia deserves the same type of like polish and like go ahead put
Yeah,
the same efforts and into that
Exactly.
game. Yes, and
yeah,
so that's what's lacking. Because it could be an amazing, very good looking game.
yeah. But they gave it to Mumbai, and I guess they realized the error because I was seeing the date there at the end of the footage, 2021. So that footage was from even before then. But now you said it's in the hands of Montreal, right? So there's Ubisoft in France, and then I think Montreal is like their B team, right? But like almost the same level, right? And then all the other teams are lower level, right? So I, I'm hoping they've been working all this time and then it's been improved because it just seemed like they just put like a glossy skin on the old game and then improved the frame rate maybe, and that was it. It definitely deserves a lot more than that.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Bunty in the building. Welcome. Thank
Bunty.
you for rocking out.
What's good, fam?
Thank you for being here. I
thank you
see
for being
Whoop
here,
Whoop
homie.
Kid. Whoop Whoop Mustard. Oh,
God damn
excuse
it.
me. Pardon me.
You can't forget, man. You can't forget. They've all betrayed me. You know what I'm saying? They've all betrayed me. Got Yobi in the building. What's good, fam? Peace, love,
Legendary
life.
Yobi.
What's
Peace,
up, fam?
love, life. Yes, baby. Thank you so much
What
for
up, legend?
rocking out. Oh my gosh. Whoop Whoop Mustard. That's hilarious.
Yeah, this is
I
what they
literally
do.
said Whoop Whoop Kid, and then I was like, wait, hold up. Has the name been changed?
They should show side by side comparison. You're talking about the Prince of Persia? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
actually there was a one of the videos I saw. They do have it. It just doesn't. It looks so much the same, man. It's kind of whack, to be honest with you. We gotta shout out to our boy Power Boss
Power
with
Boss,
that
thank you
public
for
service
rocking out,
announcement.
baby.
No pony tendencies. Smash that like button, y'all. Facts.
Thank you.
Right? If listen, our homie Mike told everybody very clearly. If you're sitting there and you're looking at the like button and you're watching this and you haven't pressed it, or
Tell them,
you're
see.
sitting here and you're not subscribed and you're staring at the subscribe button and you haven't pressed it,
Or didn't hit the bell?
or
Oh
you didn't
gosh,
hit the
break it
bell,
down, see.
you probably have pony tendencies.
Oof.
Yeah, it's a disease.
It is.
So
It
there's
is.
only one way to cure the disease, and that's to hit the like button
And share.
and share it out,
Share
and
it out.
or the subscribe button. Don't be a pony. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be one, right? Like that's what we want. So for sure. All right, guys. Listen, we are going to be transitioning. Vic the motherfucker click. What's up, fam? We're gonna be transitioning. That's where you stopped me. You know that shit sounds crazy, what I just said. Okay.
It does. I know where you were going with this. I was like, all right, pivot.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, he's
Uh-oh.
ready though. Who will it be today?
who will it
Oh,
be?
he ready.
So
It's
G
sad
maybe
that I
says
have
perhaps I should make a G Musty account.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh, G musty.
Listen, I
That
do
does not
want to
sound
pivot.
good.
Listen, I do want to pivot. We talked about a little bit of this earlier because of
Tell us,
the
see.
bullshit that is out in these streets that these ponies be putting. But I do want to talk a little about Hellblade 2
Yes.
and how the industry has decided to give it the flowers that it deserves. This was a beautiful moment, okay? Because for once, for finally, okay, they were able to see Hellblade 2 for what it was and not the fact that because it's an Xbox game, we're going to try to destroy it. Okay. That is a beautiful thing. Now, did you guys go ahead and hear or read all the previews or hear the previews that are out there?
I did, and that was one of the things I wanted to talk about. So,
Tell us.
what I'd seen before today, right, was a lot of positivity from everyone. You know, your digital found any outlet that had access had been giving superlatives about the graphics, right? And then even when you talk about Digital Foundry, you know how they're always a part of the conversation like this. I noticed how I think it was a Pony or whatever who tried to put some trash on his name, and John Linneman of Digital Foundry of all guys, right, came up and defended the game. Was like, no, 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 and he was talking about the ray tracing and the lighting and nanite and all this stuff, right? But then later on today, like we were discussing earlier, the Ponies doing what they're doing, as always, want to start a narrative. But I think Digital Foundry, as always, they're going to do what they do, and sometimes they're gonna put a little low key something there, right? In case later on they could talk some crap, but really they can't right now. So they've been giving it its flowers, right? But like what I notice is the press all got some kind of high resolution, multi-gigabyte, I'm sure, low compression, copy of footage. And it's blowing all of their minds. This is one of the first big games, to have Unreal Engine 5 in it that's really going to show what the engine is supposed to do, right? From a team who could do it, right? And this was the first game of the generation that we'd seen at the Game Awards, right? As a complete surprise with the Series X, right? Like that stole the show from the moment it happened, right? And been waiting on this game. This generation's already 4 years in. It's not Starfield or Halo Infinite or any of these other games that you can name. Some have done well, some haven't, or whatever. But this was the game that basically has represented the generation that we've yet to see. The one game we've been waiting to see how it's going to turn out. And if already the press has nothing but positive things to say about it, and even if John Linneman, of all people, right, was quick to defend against a Pony trying to start a narrative against it, that bodes well, right? It bodes very well. But at the same time, when I've seen that video they put out today, even though they said nothing but positive things, once again, they did lay a little bit of groundwork if they want to, say something later. And this is what the Ponies are picking up with, right? And just every time I'm hearing the rumor, it's always a lower resolution than before. But the reason I bring that up is to say that in the end, it doesn't matter about the raw resolution, whatever numbers and blah, blah, blah says, right? It's about how good it looks, the gameplay, if they're trying to go for cinematic moments, whatever the frame rate and resolution doesn't really matter. It's the game and the gameplay that always mattered most of all, right? And that's what it seems like they're going for. They put a lot of time and effort, new technologies implemented, for video capture, not video capture, motion capture, rather, right? And it's looking like it's starting to pay off because we've heard nothing but positive from people whose job it is to objectively look and tell us what they think. And they said nothing but really positive things. So it's looking real good. And the fact that the Ponies, just wanted to crap all over that, hey, man, that's par for the course. It's because if the Ponies weren't talking crap about it, maybe I wouldn't even be as interested, to be honest, right? Because if it was nothing and it looked like nothing, no one would talk about it because it was nothing. But it is something. It's something of value, it seems to be. And so now everybody wants, to put in their 2 cents on it. So as far as we've heard thus far, looking good. So we just have to see for ourselves. And once we do, it's on and popping, babe. Can't wait.
Yeah,
and it's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, you can just see it. I mean, like the excitement that's surrounding it is palpable. I mean, I think people are really, really pumped for this. It's really ushering in the next generation, right? Like this is what we've been waiting for. It's only taken, 4 years and shit, 3.5 years to get us to this place. But the biggest thing, my takeaway from all of it is, again, even they're gonna do their things and try to leave some space for them or whatever. But at the end of the day, the way I look at it is the same way Force One Vlogs looks at it. He said very simply, media bias and pony bots bow down to Xbox.
Yep. Get it.
What this is the start of. This is see, all right, before I even say that, Starfield, right? They should have bent the knee.
Absolutely.
Right? They should have bent the knee. The game was phenomenal. The game is phenomenal. They should have 100% bent the knee, but they were sitting there and they're like, nah, man, nah, chill.
We could take them out still. That's the hope
we
they
can
had.
Still do it. Okay. We could still hurt them. And they didn't, right? Obviously, we just found out that Starfield was in the top 10 most played games on Xbox. Period. compared to no single player or actually no PlayStation game in the top 10 of PlayStation, right? So we know on Xbox, people showed up like crazy to play that game. They loved it. Starfield, game of the generation, phenomenal, right? But again, they wanted to talk shit. They didn't bend a knee. But now, when they have Hellblade 2 in front of them, and they know what else is coming for the rest of this year, but not only this year, but what's coming next year and the year after that, again, bending the knee is what they will be doing for the rest of their time. You will see that knee just stays on the floor. It's just gonna stay there. Just where their natural resting position will be. Okay, because at the end of the day,
they're gonna need some padded knee pads for sure.
That's,
well, you know what?
When you like working on a roof or whatever, you wear those big ones. That's what they're gonna need.
Right now, they're doing it Spanish style.
And some chapstick.
We got the rice. We got that dry rice.
Oh, damn.
That's down on the floor. That's where they're kneeling with no legs, no padding. They're just taking that punishment for understanding what they
Don't
did
remind
for so
me of those
long.
days.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's where they at. That's where they at. Gamer Live. Gamer Live. What's up, Ev says
What's
we
up,
got
baby?
Starfield. We got Starfield with foam stars. Damn. No, you didn't, Ponies. Ponies did not get that. That's hilarious. Ponies really feel like they did something there. But yeah, so at the end of the day, this is this is where they're heading to just constantly be there, right? So at a certain point, the same way they start with these excuses or these bullshit for PlayStation games that come out, you're gonna look and see that at a certain point, they're going to have to stop talking shit and just let the games do the talking. And honestly, we've seen it. Okay, we've seen what Hellblade 2 looks like. It's a massive step up. Not only did we see what it looks like the last time, but every time they showed it to us, we can see the work. We can see how it got better every single
And it's
time.
wild because every time you kind of feel like, okay, how much better can it get, right? Like, this is it. And then you go and you see a new trailer, a new video or clip, and you do a comparison to the last one they had shown us, and it's like, holy crap, that's a huge difference. And so, like, it was just a roller coaster with Hellblade 2, kind of like, okay, well, that's it. They've hit it, they hit the mark, and they come back in, and it's like, well, no, look, we can do better. This is what's been happening. It was a pretty awesome thing to see.
Agreed. Alex, you got any bars on Hellblade 2?
I have a theory. They are talking like crazy and saying really good things about Hellblade because they are hoping for the PlayStation version. And if they say the wrong thing now, if that happens, they will look like fools. So the putting games on PlayStation was such a good move because now the media, they are so afraid because they never know. And even if it doesn't happen, it's good for Microsoft because now they just don't know. They don't know what to say.
So you're saying like that company that went ahead and had they had the Hi-Fi Rush talking about it from Xbox, saying how whack it was, and they played it for a little bit and they uninstalled it, or they couldn't get through it, or any bullshit, and then all of a sudden for the PlayStation 5 version, they were like, "Oh my god, this is such a good game," and blah 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 blah.
And even Digital Foundry, and when they talk about Xbox games, they dance around the words, you know, to leave room to be biased, to
wiggle room,
some kind of crazy narrative down the road. And now they just say great things, and all of a sudden you see all pseudo journalists. They are not journalists. They never were to begin with, and they are all really afraid.
That's where I think that they're at. I also think like, so what I got from what he was saying was that the kicking and screaming didn't work with Starfield. So right now, in hopes that, let's boost them up and see if they go ahead and try to put it in other platforms, but let's take a different approach and kind of like pump them up as to how well this game is looking, and maybe have them thinking of how well it can do on other platforms. That's what I thought the mental game that Alex was referring to was that they were working on. So that's what I got from him, which I listen, tactically, that would be a genius move to kind of see if they can go ahead and break them. But
And
we'll see.
and now all of a sudden, putting games on PlayStation was a really great move, because now they just don't know.
Yeah. Well, what's nice is that Phil knows that with the 2 games that they did release already, nobody's buying them. They're
Yeah.
not doing any numbers. that
Like I
matter.
said in your show.
Yeah, it's true. And again, we already saw kind of like the outcome from that with Matt Booty going out there, letting him know during that meeting. It was like, hey, like, listen, it's not damaged. Our brand is not damaged because of what we did, but it's sure as fuck got strained.
But it suffered. It suffered.
It did, and it's right there where you keep going, you're gonna cause a damage to it. And it's like, what benefit did we get here? Hi-Fi Rush, sure as shit, they need to go over there now. Pentiment, sure as shit, they need to go over there now.
And
Literally
money,
zero reason for it.
And CMoney, the time they waste porting the game, it's time they could be making a game for Game Pass. So time is money, literally.
Facts. Agreed. Yeah, and I mean, listen, I still think live service games are smart, because you do have, and I mean, like, I don't mean every
But
live service
PlayStation
game, I
gamers,
mean,
they don't play those games.
no, that's why I feel like something like Sea of Thieves, like these niche games, they have a chance, because there's gonna be some weirdo somewhere on there that'll be like, oh, I like Pirates too, and they'll go. Not that if you like Pirates, you're a weirdo. I'm saying like when weird as far as
Yeah, I know.
PlayStation fans that don't fit the mode, that just have a PlayStation, that will be like, you know what, yeah, let's go and try this.
No.
Those are the
If you
ones
like
that are like,
pirates,
okay,
you're
maybe.
weird. It's ninjas all day, baby. Ninjas all day.
Ninjas all day. Yeah, that's right. I mean, the champion's not called Avenged Pirate. You know what I'm saying?
This is
It's
facts.
called
This is
Avenged
facts.
Ninja.
Oh,
maybe they
wow.
are banking. Maybe they are banking on the same people that play Call of Duty on PlayStation. So maybe the reasoning is that if they play Call of Duty, maybe they play Sea of Thieves. Okay,
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
but that's a stretch.
Sanchez says weirdo pirates. Star Traffic
Star
says,
Traffic,
so Satya
welcome,
want that
baby.
PlayStation money. I can do the ow. I read that wrong somehow. But he definitely wants that PlayStation money. It's just that they got to give it to him. And since they're not giving it to him, what's the point, right? Again, that's where he said, that's why the whole Hi-Fi Rush and shit going over there, it's kind of like, well, why do we do it? That's why Matt Booty said this is strained. It strained the brand, right? Like, you got to think about the shit before you do it. At the end of the day, you don't want to make any damning situations happen to the brand. But you do have here the homie Mash was good, my man.
Ash, welcome, baby.
Thank you, brother, for
Thank
being
you
here,
for
man.
rocking out.
Appreciate you. Says, I think it's a bit unfair, though, to assume gaming journalists to be very articulate or analytic. It's not really a highly desired profession. The pay is shit. Interesting.
Nowadays, it is treated like a stepping stone to, like real journalism, but they never really practice it when they're there anyway. And thus they never, rise to that occasion anyway. And you would think they would figure this out, but look at Kotaku. It's been a joke for many, many, many years, not just now in this generation, or even last generation. At the end of the 360 generation, it was already becoming a joke. Now look at them, right? And I'm not talking about all that other stuff, but like how they had the mandate for guides and all of that stuff because they just weren't doing it.
I think it's a stepping stone to activism, but
activism
it's a snake. But activism it's a snake eating his own tail. So
agreed.
Absolutely.
Listen, I think there's some really good points in the chat. Real quick, where'd it go? Ozzy Fan says Microsoft will make enough money on Call of Duty from Ponies. They don't need to send any more games over. Hashtag Pony get no more stimulus checks. Facts. Matt says, yeah, exactly. If anything, I look at it like I look at undergrad. It's a stepping stone. Fact. Serve says, I blame the millennials.
I do too.
Oh my god.
I love his next comment though.
Oh well, hold
Real
on.
Quick. Go ahead.
Gun Griffin.
Kidding, not kidding.
Not kidding. Listen, I feel that, man. Gun Griffin says Phil Spencer said it was just a test for those 4 games. See how it goes. It went poorly. It seems Ponies only buy Call of Duty, Minecraft, and Fortnite. That's it. I mean, we all knew it.
That's why Phil needs to buy Epic.
Yo, I'm telling you, I think Phil did this on purpose. That's why he picked the games he picked to show Satya. Like, and I don't think I feel like Satya is more Team Phil, but I think Satya is also in charge of Microsoft. So you got it's the Tim Storts, is the Amy Hoods of the world who are like, bro, go get us some more money. He was like, well, you know, we can put them over there, but they're not going to buy. And they're like, I bet they'll buy. Well, somebody's going to be buying.
I think that's why it's being made a point that, you know, it stress the brand.
Facts.
It's being acknowledged, and put out there.
Hold on, I didn't see this. The homie Mash.
Yeah, I just reacted.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Mash just went ahead and gifted 10 on point for gamer memberships. Thank you, my brother. We appreciate that very much. So thank you so much. Y'all know what to do.
Yes.
Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emojis in the chat and welcome our newest members. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Mash, thank you, my brother. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
You, bro. Thank you, homie. Oh, some people got it. I see Gun Griffin was happy that he got his gifted membership. You see that? That's what it is. Force
awesome.
One says wasted money porting to other platforms. Yeah, they did. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta, learn. What is it? Trial by fire or learn through the, I don't know.
Learn the hard way.
Learn the hard way.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes proof just needs to be done. They just need to get the proof to show them that the shit don't work. But yeah, agreed.
It's like Method Man said, the hard-headed never learn, So there you go.
Facts. Well, these people, they're gonna learn now. Been replaying Gears of War Judgment. Can't wait for 6 and the remake. Sony never made a shooter as good as Gears. Facts, Abdel. Facts. These are bars. These are just the truth. And Vinci says single player games should go to Nintendo while gas games go to PlayStation if Xbox is going to put their games on other platforms in the future. I mean, we don't know what they're going to do with Switch once the part 2 comes out and it's, decent. But, we really don't know. I don't think they're going to push it anywhere. It all costs money, and I don't think any of them are going to sell very much. Pentiment was on Switch, was it not?
Pentiment went to Switch, yes.
Yeah.
Didn't help that game for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
how about
the point.
The Ori
it's not
games?
selling anywhere.
How about the Ori games? How about the Ori games? I don't think they did that well on Switch either. Because there've been a couple of Xbox games that went to Switch.
Yeah, but you remember those are not.
So it was not a big deal.
Even though they own the IP, right? Like it's the same thing like Helldivers, right? Those are not made by them; they're made for them, right? So just like Contraband, right? In 2 years, if Contraband goes to PlayStation, it's gonna be like, well, it is what it is because that's not a first party unless they buy Avalanche. It's not a first party game. It's a second party game that they own the IP for, more than likely.
Star Traffic says Satya said he doesn't believe in exclusives, but he does believe in competition.
Yes.
So let's compete.
Yes, and again, I don't think anybody gives a shit about exclusives. If they didn't need to exist, then nobody would have it, right? Like they want to make the most money possible everywhere, right? But because they need to exist, that's where he is. I mean, he said it. He doesn't want exclusives, but until his competition stops making exclusives, then there's nothing else to do. You got to make exclusives.
They force the hand.
Exactly. 100%.
And they're getting papao.
They're getting papao for sure. The homie Yobi. Thank you, fam.
Yobi.
Sea of Thieves and Grounded made sense. The other two didn't because Sony has those type of games. But you're right, right? Sea of Thieves and Grounded. I mean, we don't know how they're going to end up doing, but at least I feel like they make a little more sense. Like you can rationalize it a little bit easier in your mind. But as far as like the single player games, they don't buy that shit. So I don't know. I don't think it's worth the possible damage that it can do.
Yeah.
Dion landing in the building. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here, bro.
What's
Mash
up, Dion?
says, my pleasure.
Go.
Keep up the awesome work. Thanks, Mash. Appreciate you, homie.
Baby.
Thank you so much. Serve says Nash and Lotus, the most generous people. Definitely very generous. There's a lot of generous people here, man. We appreciate you all.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome. All right. Abdel says Jess Corden said no Hellblade 2 port in development. Of course, we know that dude is full of shit. So you know, Jess Corden said there's no Hellblade 2 port. Who knows what's going on? But all we know is that at the end of the day, we just heard our homie Matt Booty say that the shit did not damage the brand, but it stressed it. And the only reason you would bring that up is to let them know that if you keep going, it's going to get damaged. And it only makes so much sense to put certain games in there. Abdel says, facts, CMoney, keep the same energy. Absolutely. Helldivers 2 is not first party, nor is Contraband. Ponies keep shifting the goalposts. Facts. Yep. Facts. That's just what it is. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth of the matter. So now, like Sony bought what was that? What's that alien game that everybody liked? Over there, Returnal. The people who made
they bought Housemarque. Yeah,
they bought Housemarque right after the fact. So it's like, okay, well, now fair game, right? That game wasn't a first party game at the time, but they bought it, they paid it, it's done. So, Force One Vlog says there might be a chance Starfield will go to PlayStation. If that time comes, we'll be eating good with Elder Scrolls 6. Honestly, I think again, I don't deny the fact that Satya and Amy Hood and Tim Stewart sat there and had every game in the world on their mind saying, what if we did this? What if we put Halo over there? What if we? I'm sure they did because they don't know shit about games. They don't know shit about any of that stuff. They just know money, right? But do I think Phil Spencer sat there and said, yeah, let's think about putting Halo over there, or let's think about putting Starfield over there? No, they literally bought Bethesda to make sure that we got Starfield. To then just turn around and put it over there, I don't see it. I feel like Starfield became a pillar really quick for us Xbox dudes. So
it was also the beginning, of the, really nut crushing those ponies.
Not crushing those ponies. Every time we have a show, there's just something about it like that happens towards the end that makes me say, you know what? Right there, that's where we're going to end it. So you know what? That's where we're going to end the normal part of our show. We are going to do the rapid fire round now.
Go, baby.
So get ready. It's time. I know Avenge Ninja, he's been super quiet because he's just been running through questions on his mind. He's gotten every answer he could possibly think of ready.
Right, you are on that same page. Right, you are. It's just focus.
Yeah. Right, you are. I think he fell asleep. I can't confirm or deny.
No. Right, you are. Let me tell you something. None of your answers can be cat. All right,
no
not
cat.
Today. Not today.
Not allowed.
What you mean he cheated?
Oh man.
Listen. This is
all my answers are going to be mustard, mayo.
Mustard and
Oh
mayo.
my gosh! Don't you dare,
Oh my
Ryu!
god.
If you freaking do it, I'm gonna call you Condiment King from now on. That's your new nickname if you do that. Condiment King.
Condiment King. Oh my god. This is
Wouldn't
gonna be
wouldn't
hilarious.
that be? Is that allowed, C-Money? Before
I don't
we
know what's
even-
allowed or not allowed.
Because I'm just saying that would be spamming.
You can't.
So is
mock-
that a real win?
Listen, you can't make a mockery of the
No.
game. Okay, so I would say
Listen.
just answer
You
quickly
gotta come correct.
and don't just
you
scream
got
cat.
this, bro. Believe.
Well, let's get the music. Okay?
Let's get the music. That's part of it.
100%. If you don't got the music, we don't got anything. You know what I'm saying? Can we hear it?
Hop on that stellar cheeks, man.
Look,
All right.
Rank says that will be my strategy. Oh,
That's some cheating ass
That's
shit here,
I
Ranks.
know, I know.
All right, this is some cheating ass shit. Oh my god. All right. You ready? We're about to switch this shit up.
Oh, see, Mash, we need to. This is what we're talking about with StreamYard. We can't put. It doesn't show us. It shows us the freaking words.
I know.
It's so wild.
StreamYard needs to upgrade their shit. They take
I
enough
know,
money
they
from
need
us.
to.
All right. God damn. They need to fucking make it happen. Okay. All right.
Different muster times for each answer. Oh man, he ranks. All right, you guys have 30 seconds. Avenge Ninja, shall I remind everyone, has been the champ. Okay, 4 times in a row. But let's not forget that once upon a time, Six Slayer was the champ also. All right?
Oh,
But as of
damn.
right
the OG.
now, this jersey right here belongs to Avenge Ninja. Right?
I mean,
But I also beat Six Slayer.
You
Twice.
did. Yes.
Yeah.
Once
We all remember.
Once
We all
upon a
remember.
time,
Don't-
long ago.
He lost his title to me. Then he tied me. I beat him in sudden death.
Oh
Woo,
boy, that
was
woo.
wild.
That was
Damn, he
crazy.
brought receipts. Yo, Avenge Ninja is not messing around, Mr. 121.
Then I set
All
the
right.
record last time, Sick. Are you sure you want to go
How-
again?
how
Oh,
many
I'm
how
not
many
afraid.
points did he get
I'm not
last
afraid.
time?
Hold up. Let me look at my receipts. Hold on. He did. I think he got like 17 or something like that.
It was
wild.
16.
It was a masterpiece.
16. He said.
Yes. He
16
had
and
not
30.
gotten, I think the first round he got 16. In this time he matched it. Yes, Avenge Ninja 16. Man, that was a massacre. I'm looking at the numbers here and damn.
All right.
Woo.
So this is gonna be a switch up. We are now transitioning into the heavyweight questions
Oh,
Hell.
for the speed round.
you guys didn't see
Not-
that coming, huh?
Not the lightweight.
Now, do not feel threatened, Avenge Ninja, by Ryuar. He is fast.
So the question is Avenge Ninja going to go first again? Doodle?
Up to the
No.
champ. It's up to the champ. He can go first.
No,
or
because
he
I did
can
it
go
last
last.
time. I did it last time. I think Ryuart should go for redemption.
Oh,
Oh shit.
before his internet crashes.
All right, listen, we're just gonna go there. We're gonna start with Six Slayer on top.
Oh,
Are you ready, Sick?
I guess so.
Yes.
I found that so threatening. Like he was like, "Let me just play it cool. They don't know that I'm bringing
Yeah, I'm gonna
lightning
have to. I gotta.
in the
No,
thunder.
it is what it is.
You got this, bro.
I believe
You were
Okay.
champ.
you were a champion once. You can be a
Do
champion
it again.
again.
Well, let's see what happens.
All right, Doodle. Pay
Yes.
attention.
I'm on point. I'm on point today.
Pay
I won't bring it.
attention.
I don't know what happens. I'm
Don't
like, okay,
mess
well,
this up. Okay? Don't mess this up. Are we ready? Okay.
yes. I'm ready.
Pay attention to the timer. Remember. Okay.
Let's go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Favorite gaming genre?
RPG.
Favorite show as a child?
Macross.
Favorite number?
5.
What was your favorite subject in school?
History.
Favorite gaming console of all time?
NES.
Favorite song?
Moonwalker.
Who was your childhood celebrity crush?
No one.
Favorite cereal?
None.
If you could be an animal, which animal would you be?
Eagle.
Favorite color?
Black.
Favorite book or what's a book?
First air.
Favorite game of all time?
That's it.
All right.
Woo. Okay.
That was 30
Favorite
seconds?
book
That
or
was
what's
a
a
fast 30 seconds. So like 15 or something. It's all good.
That was good. That was really good.
Oh, but the answer
to
that last one was Chrono
Heavyweight
Trigger.
now.
Absolutely.
This is
So close to
heavyweight.
answering
Damn,
that
this
one.
is
Man, I feel like that's
lightweight.
gonna burn me. I feel like that
This
last
is
one's gonna burn me because I didn't
heavyweight.
get to say that. Well, let's see what happens.
Man.
All right.
All right.
Avenge Ninja.
Avenge Ninja. Are
Good luck to
you
you,
ready?
Okay. Do I have a delay on this? I just need to know that right now.
Oh, Max is playing with us. Look, Jessica Alba was his childhood crush, and his favorite number is 7. Let's go.
All right, Ninja, you ready?
Yeah, I'm just making sure I don't have a delay on this because I was looking at it and it doesn't. I'm just making sure I don't have a delay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think I'm good. Let's do it.
All right.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. It's happening. Doodle, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Get a seat.
Let's go. Favorite game of all time?
Aspect.
Favorite superhero?
Superman.
First job you ever had?
Clerk.
Favorite movie genre?
Fast.
Favorite fast food restaurant?
McDonald's.
Favorite sports team or what's a sport?
Atlanta Falcons.
Favorite music artist?
I'll leave you. Eminem.
Dream vacation spot?
Tokyo.
What is your zodiac sign?
Taurus.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Country you never been to but want to visit?
Germany.
Done.
Did that last question?
It had the 1 went to the 0 while you were asking the question.
While I was asking the question,
I don't get to
it
say
Where
counts.
that lands,
No, it
bro.
counts.
It
Well, then I
counts.
get Chrono
Yeah,
Trigger then.
Okay.
What happened with his? What happened with Six Layer? Was I already asking that next
You
question?
asked the full question and then it hit the 0 mark.
Okay. But Six Layer, I'm sorry, but Avenge Ninja, I was part through.
You were going through the question as it
Okay.
hit.
So then that's the last one that counted.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's based off me asking the question. So if I'm asking the question, then you already got me to, I got to the next one. All right. That was pretty good. Did you not count it?
You shut your mouth. No one needs to know what I'm doing over here on this side. My mic was muted. You need to say shit. Why you gotta tell the
I was
me,
muted
bro?
just now when I was
You guys
thinking
confused me. There was a moment over there of confusion. I was trying to clear things up. All right, but you gotta call me out. How about you do something for about 30 seconds? You know what I mean?
All right. Are you ready? Ryu Art Gaming.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Go ahead. Hit it.
All right, hold on. Mute your mic.
Mine. Okay. Whew.
All right.
I black out sometimes. Forget to count. All right.
Ryu Art.
Get
All
it.
right.
Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Ryu are no pressure. No pressure. All right. But he ranks. He says, I put all my money on Ryu Art.
Oh, shit.
Just saying.
Listen.
Sorry, Rex.
Wasn't WrestleMania like 2 days ago? Oh shit! What the fuck? Bro, yo, have some more faith in yourself, bro.
Damn it.
Listen,
Go
wasn't
ahead.
there upset on WrestleMania? Didn't The Rock lose or something good happen or bad happen?
Roman Reigns lost a 1,000-day reign.
So is this Avenged Ninja's Roman Reign moment?
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
We don't know. Ryu Art Gaming.
Ready, baby.
Are you ready?
Here we go.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Favorite gaming genre.
RPG.
Favorite show as a child.
Thundercats.
Favorite number.
2.
Favorite subject in school. Favorite gaming console of all time.
Xbox.
Favorite song.
Happy Christmas.
Childhood celebrity crush. Favorite cereal.
Cocoa Puffs.
If you could be an animal, which animal would you be?
Cat.
Favorite color.
Red.
Favorite book.
Done.
Oh,
done.
done.
Oh, right you are.
Ooh, what number did you get? We don't know.
Oh, man. It's getting spicy. This is getting wild.
I'm getting that old swagger for a reason.
Woo. All right.
All right. Alex, are you
He's here to drop the mic. Let's
Are you
go.
going
bro.
to be-
You do this.
You got this. I feel like this is his day. You know what I mean?
Nah,
it's happening.
not.
We can come
You
up with
got
I
this,
believe.
Alex.
Molly,
I believe.
That's okay. I'm here
All
for
right.
comic relief.
All right.
Let's
Going
go.
down. Okay. What was the last question I asked?
Listen, don't ask me any questions. I'm here, but I'm not.
I
Possibly.
think it was
maybe.
favorite game. I think it was favorite game.
book.
Favorite book.
Yes.
Yeah, book.
All right. Okay. Ready?
Get it.
2, 1. Favorite game of all time.
This War of Mine.
Superhero. Favorite superhero.
Batman.
First job you ever had.
Bellboy.
Favorite movie genre.
Thriller.
Favorite fast food restaurant.
None.
Favorite sports team or what's a sport?
FC Porto.
Favorite music artist.
Kalema.
Dream vacation. No,
No.
right before.
Listen,
Right,
Alex. That happened really fast. All right. That happened really, really fast. I will recount, but let's get to it. You ready?
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
Fucking
Yep.
nervous.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
At this
You
point,
don't even
man.
know.
Well, because I think I
Alright.
know who won, but I'm on a hush.
Hey man,
All right.
I'm just gonna behave myself.
Fourth place.
Wait. I have to do the drum roll.
Oh, my bad, player. Oh. Doodle went ahead without the drum beat.
Okay.
See, money's after something.
You
He's
ready?
doing something.
I have the sound effect. Okay. Sorry. Ready?
Get
Hold
it.
on.
In
Ow.
fourth place with 7. Alex.
Alex El Mandingo. No. Nope.
Yeah, but I like Terry Crews.
Yeah, he's
there
the
you
man.
go.
That's why you did it. That's why you did it. That's what you were trying to get him to come out. I get it.
I get it.
Just for you.
All right. One more time, just for you. All right.
All right. All right. Third place.
In third place, with 10, our homie, Ryu Art. Disappointment.
You all right?
Should I announce the champ or second place?
How do they do it on the UFC and stuff? Usually when stuff like that happens,
The champion, right?
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, they announced
Hey,
the
look,
new
Six
champion.
Slayer.
The champion
Getting
is
looking for his
XYZ.
flowers and his
Let's
crown.
just tell us. Hold on.
Drum roll, please.
Woo. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. In first place. There's no fucking first place. You guys freaking
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I called this. That last question. With my mouth
You
closed.
said it. You were like the last question.
It screwed me. I knew it. I knew it every time.
Every fucking time. That's 2
We
times
have
now.
a tie with 11.
The same happened to you that happened to me. That last question.
11.
God,
That was wild.
that's
Listen.
hilarious.
Six Slayer, did you have the win? You did. But
What happened?
Damn the rules.
Damn.
Damn the rules.
Damn.
So, this is the
What
question.
do we do?
Do what we did last time.
Let's go. Oh, he ready.
Oh,
he's
shit.
ready.
Oh,
That's what it is,
He's
right?
ready.
Are you saying, oh my God, what, you worried? Ninja.
I ain't worried. I'm just
Not worried either,
shocked
man.
it came to this again. That's the
Right?
problem.
That's a
All right.
wow. That's
So,
ooh.
this is what we're
I
gonna
don't
do.
know. It's
Okay. So since Six Slayer had the point first, and Avenged Ninja tied it,
Yes.
Avenged Ninja is gonna go first,
Ooh,
and then Six Slayer will be
interesting.
second.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't know what's more nerve wracking. But here we go.
Let's see.
Good luck to you.
All right.
I mean, myself.
Fucking go
Hang on.
time. You ready? You prepared?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Where's the music?
Oh shit.
Oh, you can't send them
Yeah, we
out
can't.
there without
My
that.
bad. My
You
bad.
know, Pornhub music.
Listen.
Park you demands that since it's a draw, it should be a rap battle.
Rap battle.
Listen, I'm at a post.
Listen. I'm gonna save us all some
Dignity.
some terrible situations ahead. Possible terrible situations by just keeping it to the questions, all right? All right.
All right.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh. The first heavyweight champ, may I add. You know, this will be wild if anybody gets under 10 because doesn't that shift now? Or is this just head to head? This is
No,
head
this
to
is
head.
just whoever. No,
Damn.
this doesn't. You
All
can't
right.
like.
Get
You
it.
can't get a 6
Let's
and have
go.
Alex
Listen,
beat
Ryu, I'm out here trying to help you out.
Wait, so if I win, to merge the titles, if I win, is that what we're gonna say?
The unified championship.
Unified
Yeah,
The
that's-
champion,
Unify. You be the winner of it all.
winner of it all.
All right. Avenged Ninja.
Ah, fuck.
Get ready. Oh my gosh. So if Six Slayer wins, this is a whole new title. And essentially, Avenged Ninja couldn't cut it to make it to the heavyweight.
Oh shit!
What a mind fuck. Oh my god.
Hey,
It's a
no
mess.
pressure. No pressure. No pressure.
Oh my god! Oh my
All
god!
right. Let's
Let's
get
do
it.
it. I'm ready.
All right,
Do it.
Let's do it.
You got this, Avenged Ninja.
ready?
Mr. 121. Let's go.
All right. Oh, I gotta click the button. Sorry. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Favorite wrestler?
Kenny Omega.
Favorite snack?
Chips.
Favorite toy as a child?
Buzz Lightyear.
Favorite actor?
Brad Pitt. Say that again? I cannot hear that question. I'm super sorry. We passed the time, by the way, but I cannot hear that question. See?
Favorite ice cream? God damn it! We're gonna start over. Okay,
No.
this is too crucial.
Yeah, definitely have to start over. It was just
You
like,
don't want to. You don't want to win.
happening. Stuff keeps
No, he
happening.
actually
Yeah.
straight out
Hear
put
from you,
out.
Six
I
Layer, real
really
quick.
did. It really did.
Just stopped.
Said what?
I heard favorite and it just cut out. So I was like, what did you say?
Yeah,
Tried
I
to
heard
say it
the same
again.
thing.
It just cut out again on me.
Oh, Six Layer is seconding the fact that he's hearing the same thing.
All right.
All right.
Listen,
Woo.
I cut it. I cut it. I said I didn't want it.
been petty as hell, man. Like, you done messed up. This is my win now.
Nah,
Just
6 Layer don't
saying.
want that type of championship.
Yeah, well, listen.
All right.
Man, I'm trying to win with no drama. I don't want to ask next to my name.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So
I'm ready.
All right.
I lower my volume because I keep hearing the questions twice. That's where I get, I lost
Yeah,
my,
yeah,
I
yeah.
lost
Of course,
my
that would be
count.
the reason.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So higher your volume.
Yeah,
a
even
little bit so
Clark,
I
you
can
said
hear
it in the
over
chat.
there.
See, it did mess up.
See, I can't hear
Okay.
him.
All right.
Oh,
Listen,
let's go.
I didn't fight it. I stopped the fight.
Listen,
all right. I got us back in
listen.
the corner, and we're coming back out.
We're coming back in.
All right. Ready?
Let's do it.
Question's gonna change a little bit, though. I'm not throwing the same ones at you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't care as long as I can hear him this time.
Damn.
All right. There we go. Ready?
Let's do
3,
it.
2, 1. A game most people don't like that you like.
Dragon Age.
Favorite holiday.
Christmas.
Favorite movie of all time.
Lord of the Rings.
Favorite side of the bed.
Left.
Favorite ice cream flavor.
Chocolate.
What is your zodiac sign?
Taurus.
Dream
Time.
vacation spot.
Oh, it's time. 15, right?
Favorite music artist.
Were we stopping at 15? Or were we
Favorite
going
sports
at
team.
30? I thought we were stopping at 15, see?
Stopping at 15 what?
That's it.
What, we're doing sudden death, 15 seconds? Ain't that what we did last time?
I thought we were going to 30 again.
I thought
I
we were
thought we were
going
going
to
to
30
15
again.
because that's how we did it last time.
Okay, so 15. Okay, so
Right,
where did he finish at 15?
Let me take a look.
she gotta watch the tape. She
You
gotta
gotta
watch
watch
the tape.
it because he called it.
Yeah,
too,
because
so.
we did that last
Yeah,
time.
whatever
we
the
had
tape
sudden death. So
Yeah.
I'm like 15
I
times.
forgot about
okay.
the 15. I'm not gonna lie.
He did call it. If you watch the footage, you'll know when. Because
See,
he was
sick,
honest about it.
I
Yeah, he
could
was
have
honest
kept going,
about
but I did it right.
it. Yeah, he didn't.
All right. Well, I completely forgot about the 15 seconds. So Doodle's gonna do the official count over there, and then I'm gonna line up. What was the last question I just asked you, Avenger Ninja?
Fuck, I forgot because you went 4 questions after that, and I'm like, what?
Oh Jesus!
And I was trying to tell you, like, hey,
Yeah, he was trying to tell
Listen,
you.
I'm in the zone, Avenger Ninja. I'm in the zone. Okay, I'm just
well,
like
we did this last time. We had a 15
I got
second
it, I
timer.
got it.
A lot of
It's
drama
cut in
last
half,
time,
so
too.
I'm like, okay.
I
This is
got
worse
it.
than that.
All right.
right.
It doesn't
all
matter.
right, all right. You got it. You wrote it down.
I got it. I wrote it down.
Okay.
All right.
Do you
Six
know what the
Layer.
last question was that I asked?
Just mix it up again, baby.
Sure. Okay.
Let's go. 6 Layer. He looks like he ready. He all zen.
Trying
All
to
right. Let's see.
All right, 15 seconds.
15 seconds. You got to look at the clock.
I am. I'm
Okay.
watching now. I forgot about the.
Make a loud noise. I need you to be like, eh. You know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
it, I
Like,
got
just
it.
so I know. Okay. All right. It's going down. All right. You ready? I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Favorite fast food restaurant?
None.
Favorite movie genre?
None.
First job you ever had?
Mechanic assistant.
Favorite superhero?
Batman.
Favorite game of all time?
Super Mario Bros. 3 and Chrono Trigger.
That's it. Gosh darn it. You guys, you can't make this shit up.
What? No.
No.
No, you can't make this shit up.
Fucking
Did it tie
tell me.
again?
Again.
No, you cannot.
Damn it. What is happening? What is
This
wrong
is
with
crazy.
you people?
Did you say none twice? Sick on 2 questions?
That's true,
So
though.
did you.
That's
So did you.
true.
So did he.
If you don't have a favorite fucking superhero, you gotta what are
I
you
don't
gonna
have-
just make some bullshit
I
up?
said
Your
Batman.
next favorite.
It wasn't that.
The one you don't
Next-
mind as much.
No, he said it was
No, I said
fast
that,
food
man.
and
It
movie
was
genre.
something
He
else.
said none twice.
Yeah, 'cause I like all types of movies. So I don't have a
All
single
right.
favorite.
Damn, rap battle it is.
No.
To be fair, no matter what your answer is at that point, I'm moving on to the next question. So I don't even hear
Listen.
the answer.
You guys tied with 5.
Wow.
5.
So
Again.
this is sudden death.
I guess
Oh my
so.
God.
5 seconds.
You can
All
just
right.
do one question. Whoever answers first wins.
Oh, that's crucial.
That would be wild. But
I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, C? What do you want to do?
How did we get to this timeline?
This
How did I end up
was
here?
unexpected.
It was.
Unexpected.
Who likes mustard?
I do.
No.
I did.
Avenge Ninja has taken the title
Failed.
again.
No.
What up,
Um,
Chicken J? Thanks, man. I'll say flip a coin too, Park. You. I thought the same thing.
Damn it.
Heads I
What
win,
is it
tails you lose. How about that?
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin. I'm trying to think of a fair way to actually.
I
have-
feel like if we did the
Yeah.
30 seconds, it would have ended differently.
You want to do the 30
I
seconds?
mean, we can do it again.
God damn it.
Come on. Hey, come on. Let's just
What
do
you
it and
think,
get it done.
C? I mean, you guys can be a tied and be co-champs.
All right. I'm gonna listen. This is what's gonna happen. Okay. We're gonna do it again.
Drop the hammer, C.
Okay. It's gonna
How
be
long?
30 seconds again.
30 seconds.
Okay.
Whew. Who's starting this
And
time?
I'm just gonna go all over the place with questions now.
Oh my God.
Normally I
Ooh.
just follow a list
The order, yeah.
and
it
then
doesn't
just
matter.
pick a different direction. I'm just gonna be saying any fucking question I see randomly. This is gonna be the truest form of this game because there will be no patterns to
Oh.
follow.
I got an idea.
Yes.
Think of
What?
a new question right now and just add it in the mix randomly.
Oh, I got a good question.
I got a good question too. Where is it?
Let me change my batteries real quick though. Be right back.
Gamer Live 95, thank you for being here.
Yeah, sorry for the conundrum, guys. We're
This was unexpected.
We've never been in this mode. How many mustard types or brands can you name?
In 10 seconds. That would be hilarious.
Oh,
That's not bad.
not the mustard part,
Mm-mm.
but
Oh, shoot. Avenged Ninja has left the building.
oh damn, he ran
Damn.
away.
He's-
He
Like,
ran.
hold up.
away. Oh, he's right there waiting.
Here we go.
I just didn't put him back in. I like
Yeah,
that
sorry
idea.
about that. Whenever I change my batteries or my controller disconnects, it kicks me out. So I gotta go backstage.
Okay, so this is the thing. I like that idea.
I like it too, but
like
it
that
changes the
idea.
game.
So this is what all right. What did you say your favorite genre was? Six Layer? Six Layer?
I think he's muted. He's
I
muted.
said I didn't have one for movies. 'Cause I really
Oh,
don't.
you don't have one. Okay.
But
What
you want me to
is
pick
not
one?
your
I can't.
yeah,
pick
not
one?
your favorite, but pick one right now.
Action.
Action. Okay. Avenged Ninja. What? Pick one of your favorite genres.
Horror.
Horror.
Off.
No. What do you mean horror
Ooh.
of? Horror of?
No, horror.
Genre of
Horror.
what? Because I think the question
you
you
said.
asked,
Of games.
Six
genre of
Layer
movie.
was movie genre.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Games. Game
Okay,
genre.
okay.
Oh,
How
Oh,
long?
actually,
you said
same
movie.
thing. You said movie.
Oh, I said movie?
Either
Yes.
way,
I
that
lied.
works. Works for both.
Gaming.
but Okay.
Okay, gaming.
Okay. For gaming, RPG.
Oh.
I said RPG.
Okay,
RPGs.
RPG.
See?
RPGs?
Yeah, we
Both
both
you
said that, I
RPGs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gotta be a different genre. Can't be the same.
Okay. Well, then I'll pick the RPG. And he can have action, or no. Since I said action, I'll take action.
I'll take
and he can have RPG.
I'll
or if you
take
want to do
shooter.
horror game, shooter.
I'll take
okay.
shooter.
Okay.
Shooter.
If you want
okay.
an RPG, I'll take shooter.
And
That's
then
my
you're
second.
taking RPG 6 layer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what we're gonna do.
Tell us, C.
10 seconds on the clock. Each of you is gonna name as many games as you can in the genre that you chose. Okay? But don't be trying to pregame it because it's happening right now. It's kind of cheating.
It
You might
is
be writing
kinda
the list right
cheating.
now.
See?
God damn it.
Exactly. See? That
You
you
wanna
gotta
see
stay
my
true
screen?
to the game, bro.
You want to see my screen? Because I think I can share it. Look at StreamYard.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What's up?
I'm gonna pick the genre that you're going to name the games
Oh!
in. Yeah, I was trying to be
Go ahead.
too nice.
Go
You
ahead.
know what? I can't trust this shit. There's too much on the line right now. I don't have nobody pre-gaming shit right now. Oh shit. All right. So now, Doodle, who should go first? Because they each went first once.
Oh, man.
Flip a coin on that one.
Chat, tell me right now. First person who
Let the
puts a
chat
name.
pick.
First person who puts a name, either Avenged Ninja
picked.
or Six Slayer. That's what we're gonna go with. First person, doesn't matter who writes it. Just write a name in there. Write it in the chat right now.
It's
Do
always
it. There's
delay.
a delay. We gotta wait for
It
them
is
to catch
delay.
up.
We gotta
God damn it.
wait for it to
Do
load.
it. Do it.
Who's the winner?
Six Slayer or Six Slayer is going
Six
first.
Layer, Gun
All
Griffin.
right.
Thank you.
Six
All
Slayer
right, let's
going
go.
All
first.
right, Six Layer.
Okay. So you said RPG, so we're not doing that.
Mhm.
And then Avenged Ninja, you said shooter. We're not doing that. So this is what we're gonna do.
Don't tell
you're
them
gonna
yet.
have 10 seconds.
Mhm.
Okay. So Doodle, make sure you pay attention.
I am.
10 seconds. And your genre is going to be
Six Layer.
shooter. Go.
Shooter. Okay. Resistance, Halo, Call of Duty, Doom, Quake, Unreal, Stalker. Brain is not working now, so I tap out.
That's
Right
it.
there. Okay. There you go. Did you count that?
I did. Did you?
Okay. I did not.
I could have got one more.
I was
if
trying to look at the
wasn't
clock.
so cold.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Avenged Ninja. As soon as I say it, I'm going to turn on the timer. You're going to do horror games.
Alien Isolation, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Friday 13th, Dead by Daylight. My brain's not working. Alien Dark Descent, Alien Fireteam Elite. Time. Time.
When?
Time. We're past 10 seconds.
Oh shit! I got something caught up.
God damn it.
How many? Listen back. You gotta listen back.
I got the champ. I got the champ.
Okay.
I got the champ.
Okay. Wait. Let me make the sound. Ready?
The new champion
Oh, shit.
for the in a row.
Oh shit! Six Slayer.
I didn't hear the voice because it cut out. What? Oh, Six
Slayer. Oh! What's the number?
Oh,
What's the number?
damn, 7.
And how many
Oh,
did Avenge
wow.
do?
Listen, I overcounted because of the time, but he was only on 6, and it was already like 15 or 16 seconds.
Because he paused in the
6
middle and then he
you
got faster
freaking
than I was at the
killed it,
beginning.
bro.
Yeah, at the beginning I was quick and then I slowed down and I couldn't think of any more. But then he slowed down in the middle.
Wow.
Right after that, he
Yes.
got really quick and he caught up. And I thought he won because of that, but guess not.
Oh, shit.
Man, we got a new champion.
Listen, man.
Wow.
Has been
No pressure issues in
dethroned.
my family because my heart is beating right. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wow. You talking about finish the story? Jeez.
Yo, that was 3 rounds.
I know, that was wild.
Hey,
Listen,
man,
at
That was
least-
crazy.
Look,
that was a good one.
You
to make
earned
people
that
mad.
win.
You earned the
That
win.
was
Oh, wow.
amazing, bro.
And listen, Avenged Ninja did not
Bro.
lose his title without a fight.
Yes.
No, he did not.
3
No, he
rounds.
did
That
not.
was
Well played, sir.
amazing.
Well played. Oh my God. Whew.
Let's go.
Avenged Ninja's pretty silent right now.
The good thing is that I never finished, as you can see, if you pay attention over here. I never finished making the jersey.
Number 5. Oh,
That's
my
so
favorite
dumb.
number 2.
I was still calling her then.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
send me that clip when it's done.
That's so dumb.
I'll put it on my profile for a while.
Let's go.
Oh,
Oh
man.
my God. That was awesome.
Hey,
That was
that was something
really
else.
good.
You
Let me
guys,
tell
thank you so much for rocking out.
Avenged Ninja, you there?
I'm here. I'm
Knock,
here, I'm
knock.
here.
I can't hear you.
Wow.
Oh,
You did a good job, man.
You did
hear me?
amazing,
Yeah.
bro.
I really thought you won though, because you had that pause in the middle, like I said. But right after that, you were faster than I was in the beginning, so I really thought you won. And I
Yeah,
was
he
saying,
started
too,
spitting. I was like, yo, I don't know.
No,
I don't know where he at.
Yes,
But
not.
he did. You caught him off guard with the
Yeah.
genre. He kind of like took a moment to really get going, but then he really got into it.
Well, I figured
Yep.
he said he liked the horror genre for movies.
Yes.
So it's like,
I
you know
did
what?
like the horror genre for movies. Like I was like, oh, I can name any movie, but the problem is, trying to remember a game
All the
is
movies
like,
rushed in.
Yeah. Even the games, FPS games, I just started listening to stuff through history. If you notice, like Doom, Quake, Unreal, I was just going, and then my brain stopped after that. I was like, I give up.
Next time, do fighting games. Well, oh yeah, fighting games. Would
Oh no, that would
That
no,
would've
I
been
would've-
dope, too.
I would have destroyed over
Yes.
that. I would have destroyed over that. That's easy. I can't.
Listen.
Man, that was
was
freaking
good.
awesome. And listen, Avenged Ninja said he was going to do this all year.
So
But 4 months is still pretty damn good.
listen,
that was
Avenged
pretty
Ninja
dope.
held it down.
Yes, he did. That
So,
was awesome. And we
respect
have
to
a
the
new
previous
champ.
and respect to the new champ. That was a good one, man.
Yes.
You know what? I'm happy that it didn't just go like just on the.
Oh
on the
no,
one first
this
round,
was
you know what I'm saying?
fought for. This was wild.
This was earned. This
It
good
was
stuff. This was good stuff.
absolutely.
All right, guys. Listen, what a battle!
The screen
Loved it.
froze. The screen. Look. All right, we gotta do it. Listen, when this happens, you're no champ.
damn. Just damn.
He took goal.
Let's go.
He crashed at the runtime.
That's fucked up. That's the way you're gonna do the champ. That's the way the champ just got played right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's back.
Wait.
He's back.
You know what you heard
Champ,
you say at the end there. The screen just froze, and I kept hearing the music playing, so I started typing in
Why'd
the
you
chat.
keep your clothes up and you?
It just froze.
Just
I'm like,
fucking
what?
frozen.
These ponies, man. I'm telling you.
Your first night as champ, and she memed you, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Your first night as champ.
Oh,
my
man.
God.
Oh my god.
That was hilarious.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh,
You
my
guys
God.
are amazing. Thank you so much for rocking out with us. Congratulations to the new champ. That was not an easy win. That was earned, bro. That was
Oh, yeah.
amazing. Kudos to you.
Hey, listen, and Avenged Ninja, you still will always have the fact that you're a 4-time champ.
Yes.
You're like
saying?
the Roman Reigns.
Listen, I
my
don't know.
20-year-old,
6
for
Lady
real.
got his swag back. So we'll see.
Or
That's
will
right,
I
4
come back?
times. It's like Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I gotta come back
You got
next
the
month, man.
rings.
Gotta do it again.
Let's
Well,
go.
the question is, if I win, will I get my jersey back? Like, will the jersey continue, or do I got to try to go back?
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
you
a
got
dynasty,
number
right?
four,
It's not
you
about
get
the
number
streak.
6.
It's about how many rings you got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got
I'm
number
counting
4.
it like a WWE
I got
title.
number 5. We'll see if you get number 6.
Nah, man, we only been doing it for 6 months, so 4 out of the 6 were you. 2 out of the 6
So
were 6.
essentially, this is Six Slayer's second win,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So his
Yeah.
jersey
got
should
4.
have a 2 on it, and you have
Yeah.
4. So whoever wins the
Oh.
next round, we shall see. Who knows, right? You might just come out of nowhere and bamboozle us
And
all.
dump the ball,
He
yeah.
got close. He got
Maybe
10.
we should take a back burner to let some new competition breathe.
Right.
That way we can actually
Right,
sit here
man.
and do it.
Yeah, man, we need to spell for the new guys, right?
Listen,
Yeah, we can't sit
You're
here
gonna-
and be the
you-
Chiefs and Patriots all the time, apparently.
listen, you inspire the other teams to rise up. That's all.
Yes.
You know,
Amen.
KT the Goal was supposed to be here today. Something happened. You know, this was meant to be Six Slayer.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a fight. That was
Wow.
epic.
Wow.
That was a good battle. That was a good battle. That was,
And just at
that
the
was
end,
fire.
when my brain just was like, I give up. I'm done. I'm like, okay, brain, I give up too.
Listen, it
I
works.
completely fucking forgot Silent Hill and fucking Resident Evil. I completely forgot them. If I would have said those, I probably would have won.
Yeah.
And listen, don't sleep on Alex. He was fast as a bullet today.
Yeah.
I should
You know
train
what? Next
Alex.
time we're
That's
gonna
what I need to do.
I'm gonna get a Google Translator, and I'm gonna have it spit out in Portuguese. So you're gonna
Ooh,
get it
that'd be
faster, you'll see.
Oh, that'd be super cool.
There you go. There you go. Now, guys, listen, this was so much fun. Thank you guys for rocking with
Guys,
us. We
thank you so
appreciate
much. This was awesome.
Thank you for everybody in the chat who hangs out for our game. It's fun, so we enjoy it, and we appreciate you all for rocking with us. So thank you so much. And with that, guys, we're gonna leave it here. What a fun! Let's get us all back in normal shape. New champion has been crowned. Six Slayer, congrats.
Ooh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vince Ninja will be back to try to get his title back. Right, you are gaming.
Absolutely.
You were asleep, but Six Slayer won. So
No, I saw who won. I'm just glad to speak to last.
I can't hear you, bro. If you're gonna talk slander, you better get closer to that mic. What? Did he just disappear? I guess that
I'm
didn't
telling
quite
you,
work
I
out.
use these ponies, man. They're trying to hack everybody.
Fucking ponies.
These damn
Fucking
ponies.
ponies.
Hey,
I blame
wow.
ponies
Oh
for
my
everything
God.
now, man. I'm gonna go with that. Yep. Ponies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way. That's the way for sure.
Guys,
All right,
thank you
guys.
so much. We will be back on Friday.
We will be
with
back on Friday.
Our night quest.
No, we won't. It'll be with the night
Oh,
shift.
night shift.
For sure.
bad
night
player.
shift. Yeah,
Night
yeah,
shift.
yeah.
Yes.
So we will be back. Remember, Hargeet will not be here because of his situation that he has to handle. So we will be back and we will have some guests and it'll be a great time. Thank you all for rocking with
Absolutely.
us.
Thank you for
We
rocking
appreciate
with
each
us.
and every one of you. The panel, you guys been amazing. Thank you for
Community
hanging with
blowout,
us.
baby.
Community blowout for April is in the
Yes.
books. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. And with that, Doodle, we're gonna end the show
Gratitude.
the way we end every single show. Doodle,
Yes,
we're done.
we are.
Until next time,
You're intruding.
you're intruding.